Welcome back. Welcome back. And back for another live on the panel. Who wants to be up? What's up? What's up? Anybody wanting to join? Should have volumes turned down on the tablet. Okay. Let's see who wants to come in tonight. Now give me 1 second. All right. I am back. Let's have a peaceful night, hopefully. I'm settled in, ready for a chat. So, who's ready for a chat? Once more people come in, I'll start talking a little bit more, but I'm going to wait until I can respond to more comments when I get comments. But as of right now, it's just one person. It's probably myself. Let's see who all we can get in tonight. And maybe we can talk about my interesting little, not a small cop watch. It wasn't a big one. It was a tiny one. Let's see if we can enjoy it. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can text somebody. Okay, let's see if I can get back to where I need to be. Alrighty, I am back. Let's have our chat and let's see how things go. Tonight's gonna be a fun night, I hope. Unless everybody's sleeping tonight. I didn't see anybody. Let's see. I'm gonna check out that text real quick, so y'all just give me a minute. Let me check out his text. Hey Bart, thank you. I'm talking to a buddy. Alrighty, guys. I'll be right back from the text. I'll get right back to the screen in just a minute. Here we go. Here we go. I'm back. Bart, did you enjoy last night or tonight? I don't know if y'all heard what she said on that one cop. The other one was, a little shy, hid back. So, we'll see. While I'm here, I'm charging up the phone while we're talking. But yeah, we've got the live going to talk about tonight and anything and everything, as always. It's okay, Bart. It's Bart, it's okay. Don't worry about it. That's actually who I was talking to. No, I don't want to give any information out, but I can understand why he's not coming on tonight. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that was who was texting me just a second ago. So did you enjoy that little view? Yeah, they did let the guy go. I think if I wouldn't have stayed there, they would have kept him. If you seen, they had him pulling up his shirt, the whole 9 yards, what they've always done. No, it's okay. We just have to get more people in and see who all comes in. And I hope y'all enjoy that. I probably won't be doing very many of those for a while. I want to get more comfortable into that position. And yeah, where we were, that was not exactly a safe spot in town. So we may be just ones that sit in the car or sit by the vehicle. The one officer was nice. I will admit that. I have to say, that one officer was pretty dang nice. I don't know if there's anybody else live or going on, so we'll have to get more people over here to come to the live. I'll probably do more, but I don't know yet. Bart, can you hear the AC going? If you are, I'm sorry. It's just I can hear it, but it's driving me nuts. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it slow and not go out. Well, I was originally gonna go out to cop watch anyway, so that was a bonus. Y'all got a bonus tonight. Yo, got a bonus. Not always do you get that kind of bonus. What surprised me the most was how the hospital itself did not have anybody there. As far as cops there. They might have had them, but they weren't parked there where they normally park. I wonder where all of our people are. Towards the end, I did get one troll that came in, but I'm not worried about it. And our buddy may end up watching our live stream, so hopefully that message did not come up. Let's see. I might can look at it and see. Might check that out. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let's see. Let's see what I can find on that one. I think I turned down all the volume on it, so yeah, hopefully somebody else will come in and chat. We'll see. If not, me and you can sit here and chat for a while. I'm trying to fast forward my live from earlier. Because I really don't know. So hopefully more will come in. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't see nobody live earlier, so. But it is still early in the night. It's only 11:04 here, so it's still early. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see nobody live. Yeah, I'm on live. Well, I'm trying to see if the. Yeah, I don't see anybody else live. So, how's your night going, Bart? I'll have to watch that back on my phone later about that live. Well, you've got Bud's Instagram, right, or information, right? It's good that you're having a good night. That's always a plus. We have to have good nights. That's what I'm trying to aim for is a good night. I was hoping to get us more people, but or at least more of a better live earlier, but it's all right. It's all right. We don't have to get, all the likes we want or all the things that we want. We just have to make sure it's a good night. Let's see who else we got in tonight. Hopefully we get some more. Good. At least they've got your information. Hopefully they'll see it alive and start coming in, but if not, oh well. We'll know soon. But it was awesome with Mama. Oh, it's $25 a month for the StreamYard. And it'll come out on the 7th each month, so that kind of works out a little bit. Even though I did fuck it up, pardon my French, but I I actually what I ended up doing was there goes Candy again. Candy, no ma'am. I put in the wrong expiration date on her card because I had to help her get it on. I put it on there so we could buy this because she's wanting to go out more too. I might have to do it during the daytime too, a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably just be filming around town or our little driving trips of crazy drivers. Just have something to chit chat. We usually go around town every once in a while. Maybe another shopping haul. Who knows? There may be times that we just do like a little vlog that I'll just put on YouTube directly. Who knows what I'll do? I never know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's been one of those days. I'm trying to make it better. Yeah, mixing it up does work. I don't want to be the same thing over and over again. I'll do more panels than probably anything else. Depends on how I feel and if I get up, because I'll sleep throughout the day, unfortunately. Yeah, I got to get better about that sleeping part. But you know, you get your goods, you get your bads. It happens everywhere. So hopefully we'll get more in tonight and see how it goes. Who knows how long I'll stay live? Who knows? I'm just here to chit chat, so I kind of have more of a talk of what happened earlier. I don't know the situation of what was happening with the cops, why they had them pulled over, or what was going on. But when I went by in Molly's car, we seen that there was a flat tire on the truck. You know, like we say, we're there for the people's safety, and they probably wouldn't have let that guy go if we wouldn't have been there. But I may stay in the car. The next time we do anything, I may just stay in the car and not say anything to them. Just record. They come to me, then I'll say something there. Hi, Maria. It's going good. I had a live earlier. We're gonna talk about that later. Um, and we'll go from there. But I've just trying to keep it a little simple. Yeah, we're there for their safety, hun. We have to. Ma still she likes to rewatch our videos after we've been out and driving and stuff. She enjoys doing that. I was waiting for that cop to give me a hell. I was really waiting for it. You know, I didn't have my ID on me, so I didn't kind of. ID was back at the car. So next time I'll just have to carry my wallet on me. Oh, it's okay, Marie. We were just driving around town to see what was going on. See what there was out there to get into. Mama chasing down a cop was kind of funny. Well, we were trying to find where that cop went to. I still say that one went to the Walgreens. It just didn't want to hit the red light. But who knows? You can rewatch the live later, and we'll go from there. Because I did put it on my channel. No, I haven't got in touch with him yet. Well, I talked to him earlier today on his live. he has a thing about Mentos song because of my name, so I was messing with him with that. So that's where we were having our fun. Yeah, he had to mute it. I knew he had to mute his mic for that because he had to sing the song. As soon as he seen me, he had to do that. So one of those times. But yeah, we got to get some more people in here and let's get some talking going. I don't know where Bud Grower went. I think he said he was at Feeling Good. So it's all and having fun. If I do anything anytime soon, I'll just be going around, just driving around, or I'm not really doing any cop watching as much. As much as I like to do it, the safety for myself is not something that I want to risk, or my mother's, for that say per se. It was actually kind of dead tonight. There weren't very many out or about. But Bart, you got to see the fun part of it. And I don't know if y'all were able to hear what she said, but her thing was she was not part of an investigation, so I didn't need her information basically. But she didn't know. I was trying to say she was good. Yeah, Bart, he's probably asleep. And that's fine. I think he said he was in a pain today, so that might have been part of it. But hopefully somebody will come live later. Like maybe West Coast will be live and at Dark Side Audit. Who knows? They go out several times a night. Their city is more of a bigger city. My city is kind of big, but it's not like LA. So I'm really actually it'd be good if I can get some more auditors in town. That'll be something. Get some auditors that are around. See how that goes. We'll probably have more then. If we had Al and them up, they'd be in here. But no, nobody's live yet. But I will do one presidential talk, one political. Trump is out. Trump is out. That's all I have to say. Earlier, I seen when I was doing the live, I seen it was a Statue of Liberty, but I did not see the Trump sign. So, yeah, that was where my response was. So, yeah, that wasn't so great. But everything else was good. Yeah, Bart, thank you very much. Do you know how to send more people in or right, Maria, you can laugh at it. It is, it is what it is. I didn't read who it was, earlier. I didn't know. I honestly did not know who had won and all that. So to see it was like, okay, okay. I see, I see. So you can tell I was kind of happy that somebody different. We've already had him in as a vice. See what he can do for national president. We'll see. We'll see. That'll be a little bit enough of that political stuff. But if I had to guess, I didn't even look at the speech. They said that he done a speech. I did not look at it. But he won't be in office until January, unfortunately. But I will get up the possibly Maria. Maria won't get into that one, but yeah, possibly. So Biden did win by 290, and he needed 270, so he won by 20. That's not too bad. Yeah, a lot of people catch what I do, and it's okay. I'm fine with them not know, so be it. Let's see, I don't know even how many subscribers there are that I have yet. I haven't looked. 45 subscribers. And Ice was one. Yeah, he sent me a text after I thanked him for being the supporter. Well, making a smoothie while watching the live stream. What kind of smoothie are you making? Yep, strawberry banana. Mom would love that. Mom would really love that one. Yeah, I think that's what they did they go live earlier? I thought they went live earlier. This is Saturday, so they may be out. He didn't go out yesterday, Bart. Or not yesterday, but the day before. Let's see, I don't know. I'll have to look. Yeah, I was a goofball earlier laughing. It's just y'all catch me in the moments when I laugh. Yeah, but the last time they were live was 23 hours was the last time. 23 hours ago. But he also's got quite a bit of subscribers too. He's got 11K, 11.1K subscribers. So he's got quite a few subscribers for him. Yeah, Belle don't always do the political, but I think she did that because she was happy with what happened. Maybe Belle is live. I did not check that. Belle is really nice. I like her. Yeah, she's not live yet. 2 hours ago. They may go back out tonight and they may not. I thought I seen her earlier, but that's okay. Hey, we can send them my way. The political, we can say, hey, no more political. Come over here. We'll have a talk. I don't know if we would want all of those to come over. They may talk political and we don't want the political. Yeah, I don't know why people would get stuck into that stuff. But with that being said, I some of it's okay. You know, a slight mention here and there is all right to a point, but I don't want somebody claiming what side they're on and then saying that everybody else are idiots. Yeah, Denise is real nice too and a sweetheart. Johnny and them likes messing with her. She's real sweetheart. Silver Diamond's a okay person too. I haven't, I haven't really seen too many of her lives, but I've seen her on mics quite a bit on and off, and she's been pretty good. So it's an enjoyment in a world of chaos. You know, I'm lucky to live in a town that is kind of quiet to a point with that. But let the riots start going, and then my town is one of those followers, as I call them. Like if LA is going to be doing political or not political, but protesting like police, and the police problems and all, then they'll follow suit, especially if towns around here start doing it. The earlier part of the year when we had all the major riots going all throughout US, the protesters and all, Lakeland had a few. A lot of them caught on too early. Like they'd seen messages throughout, and officers would be out there right off the bat. They wouldn't let it go, too far. But we've got some crooked cops here too, and not just, not all of them are good like the guy that was on earlier. Um, one of them when we were at the mall, it was down from my house. One of the malls, outdoor mall. That cop seen the camera and turned around and looked the other way, but didn't say anything. We just kept walking. Very okay guy. I mean, I'm sure if he was in one of them worlds, he would be that way. Denise was the first one that wrenched you and created a monster. That's a possibility. No, I'm with also call Ice and Dark Side. Them are the ones that wrenched me. Candy baby, you cannot be doing all that noise right now. I think I started a YouTube doggy. She can hear somebody on live and go ape shit. That's just how she is. Candy, no ma'am. But I'm trying to train her where she get quiet more often. She don't want to hear a whining dog or a barking dog all the time. And as many as we got here, if they all get started, y'all would never hear me. I so can't wait for Ice to get back because I need to enjoy his videos again. I missed them videos. Yeah, I miss Ice being on there. But at least, I think he's got his phone back. I did talk to him earlier. He's going through some stuff, and I don't want to put it out there, so we'll leave it at that. That's right, I can't look on here. I was gonna look and see. Maybe somewhere else will show. Ugh, it may not be a good night, a low night. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing them all because so many do lives, and I just don't want to be in part of it. I don't want to be in that situation to where I'm constantly having to figure out which one I'm with and who I'm with. So I'm looking at Ice Cold's page. See, last time we put something in the community. Okay, yeah. It's been 2 days ago, so I'm so ready for him to be back. Now, did you watch the furry thing? I did not see it. I don't know if you've seen furry or not. This live may not be long. I'm already yawning, so it may not be long. But it'll be up for everybody else to watch. If we can get more people in and I start waking up, then yeah, I'll wake up. Right when all three, yeah. Dark Side and Ice, I am mods for sure. Um, I tried to go between the two, but it's kind of hard to do when you got so many of them. Now, if Ice is on while the other's on, I'll stick with his channel, even if he's with them or if he's not. Not that I don't like the others, but he was my first wrench, so that's where my first wrench came from, so that's where I'm gonna stick with. That was very, very good. Nice of you to let Ice know about that. Because he does want to know what's going on. I mean, I'm sure he can see him. Whether he's awake or not, who knows? He has been sick before, so, he just got out of the hospital last week, so he needs his time to rest up. But yeah, I don't know. Now I'm getting notifications for something else that is not related to lives. It's a different channel. I watch Pop Watch. And it's all hilarious stuff. So we enjoy ours. Yeah, Maria, you can watch it's called Pop Watch. POPWATCH. Old man tells tells the tells a lot of old people jokes, and he's funny. He's funny. He's always getting onto his grandson's ass. So I have fun watching that. Yeah, Bart, I'm with you. I will jump back and forth, but I usually do stick with Ice when he's on. I try to at least. I try. It doesn't mean that I always do. That's what I tried to do. You know, I don't know how many trolls he gets, but there's a few that may come on. WC WCD, he gets a couple of them. Let's see, I don't know. I don't know if Johnny 50 gets quite a few or not. But it is what it is. We're all gonna get trolls no matter what. I know, or Bart, yeah. Come on, people talk, yeah. Yeah, they come on and they listen, but they won't mention any comments or anything. Some of them don't even know about the live chat. Some of them may be the trolls trying to hide out. And one may be mom hiding in the background. Yeah, and I thought West Coast gets quite a few of those trolls, and Ice does get some trolls. I've seen them. As one of the main reason I stick around. I listen. Darkside, he's one of those that says I don't want the political stuff, and I don't either. I don't blame him. It causes too many fights. Yeah, they were 8, and then there's 5. Yeah, I've seen that. It is what it is. More will come in eventually. They'll come in, they'll come out. As a view, so it kind of counts. And I don't have a view count on my tablet, so if I had a view count, that would be better. But it happens. What a crazy nights. I keep yawning like this, it won't be any good. Oh, we'll see what I put up more of. I don't know. I may put less up and I may put more up. The more content you put up, the more views you get, the more people subscribe. All right, Bart. Marie, how was your day? Let's see. Fun loving couple. It's good to see you. It happens, honey. I mean, you just have to ignore them. Yeah, fun loving couple. Why be good when you can be fun? I try not to be boring. That's just the thing. It's good that you had a good day, Maria. Fun loving couple always know you have fun. You and you've had good days and bad days. I have talked to Ice today. He will not come up on the panel tonight. He's got something he's got to do. So that's a heads up. I did not rewatch the video. I need to check it later. And I want to see um if your comment had come up. Yeah, you gotta have fun days. Maria, you just have to just let it go. Let them go. It is what it is. I wouldn't let him get to you. Some things happen, and that's just part of life. We have to let things go instead of keeping them. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna check something real quick while I'm on here. I should have my volume down, but I will give people abilities to check. Alright. Sorry about the noise. So I need to go back just one. I'm just checking things real quick and then I'll be right back up there. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Yeah, the courthouse is kind of small. You gotta love the small ones. Yeah, I'm back. Bart, they probably wish they've killed each other once in a while. Yeah, you gotta have fun somewhere. I mean, if you don't have fun, then you don't have nothing. You know, the best saying that everybody said that I've heard, never go to bed angry. At least don't go to bed arguing at somebody. But yeah, so tonight was one of those laid back nights on driving around. I'll probably go around during the day and do some more like just going to a park or something. Just a view of Lakeland basically. I'm not gonna say that I'm a cop watcher. I'm not a full on one of those. If he's the president, then yeah, okay. But our country may not be in for it. So how's everybody going on tonight? 6 years to get the divorce final? Seriously? Wow. I've heard some, long times, but 6 years has pretty much topped it. Yeah, fun loving couple, we know what to do. Something I hadn't heard from Kate, and I've texted her, so y'all have heard from Kate? I haven't heard from her either. Just hold on a second. Let's see if she's okay. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'll see if Kate responds. I just sent her a text to see how she's doing. I try to check in on her every so often. The other night she wasn't feeling so well, so I want to at least make sure she's doing okay and see how that goes. Yeah, I don't let the trolls get to me, so I'm not really worried about them, right? Yeah, them emojis are fun to play with. CFW Carolina is doing Dallas Cops right now. Oh wow. So then she had to find her a new attorney, didn't she? That's some shit there. I'll tell you, that's some shit. Well, hopefully you won all that one. Yeah. Do you know why he got disbarred, or she or her attorney got disbarred? And I am coming up with a better idea for the panels when people come in. Whoever comes on to the panel, we have to kind of get to know them first before they come up, and I am blocking people I do not know, or, well, oh, we'll kick them out of it, let's put it that way. So, yeah, that way my mods are not being attacked anymore as far as in that situation. You know, after last night, that's where I called it. So we're not gonna have any more of that situation going on. Um, you know, some of them, the ones that were just made comments earlier, I'm actually removing the comments now as I speak. Oh, I let them in, but they're not getting on the panel. They can get in the chats and talk all they want, but they're not getting on the panel. I'm not gonna have them attack you or any of the others. You know, fun loving. I know you've had to have fun. Oh wow. Yeah, Bart, that was dirty. That was a dirty one. I wouldn't deal with that one if I was anybody. And hopefully that name is still out there to where people know that that's what happened. You know, it's sad that you had to settle, but you know, sometimes some of them can do some dirty shit to you. Especially if they get one of them attorneys that think they're all that. I'm still in the search for attorney for disability, but that's a long story short. It is not exactly all that fun. And that's main reason why I'm not doing too many of the cop watching is because of the fact that I am a female and I have a lot of other health related issues. If ICE or somebody else was around that I know and that they're in Florida, I would go with them maybe, but well, ICE I done told him if he came down, I would go with him. So I'll keep to my word on that part. Yeah, a lot of them do. I've had one attorney I went and fought for disability years ago before I went back to work and before I had to quit again. I was going through college at the time. The attorney basically did not do anything for me. Would not do anything for me. So I left it as is and kind of played around with it a little bit. You know, see how it was. You know, when we got to the court date, she didn't want to express anything. I had to do all the talking. I had to do all the everything. And so, yeah, not happening. I'm still in the fight for it. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it. My my back is not in the shape for me to be back out there in the working field. That's the night when y'all see me. This is actually one of my good nights. And I'm already starting to hurt myself. So, that's how it goes. Let me send Mama a text to see if she'll get on the stream and we can talk. She's in the next room over. Wait, let me do this real quick. Let me get a hold of Mom and see if she'll come and talk. Yeah, it does take a while to get an attorney. It takes too much time, like you say. DNS couple, if you're gonna be a troll, you're gonna be nasty to me or any of my mods, you're not welcome. I'll be right back. I gotta talk with Mom a minute and see if she'll come on. Yeah, S&D, I think I've seen you before on somebody else's, but I don't know who it was. It's okay. I like to tell you before, and I tell everybody, Bert can tell you, or Bart, I call him Bert for some reason, but Bart can tell you that I have talked. Yeah, you don't mod, but you talk on other ones. Oh, there goes the hiccup. Oh, hiccups. Sorry, y'all hear the puppies in the background. Yeah, you missed it tonight, S&D or DNS. Sorry. Yeah, I was drinking soda earlier, so that's probably why I got the hiccups. Yeah, I went out earlier tonight. So, and it's up on my YouTube right now. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like and comment as always. Yeah, Bart, I kind of figured that much. I think she got my text. So we'll see. Yeah, the candy store. Yeah, I was in the candy store earlier. But at the end, towards the end, there was a little fun. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite candy stores, by the way. I If I can afford it and get it, yeah, we went and splurged a little bit tonight and went and got us a soda there. Usually we don't because we're on a tight bind right now. But this time we did. This time we did. Yeah, we had fun with the cops last night. Or, well, tonight. They probably wouldn't have let the guy that walked go if I wouldn't have, stuck around. The one man was nice, but the female officers, they were a little, you know, how they go. They didn't say much. Like I asked her for her badge, and I could have, I was just being nice so people can have her name out. She looked like she was curious, so I probably should have kept quiet and let her go. And yeah, last night we did have a bomb last night, so that's why we left her alone. Sorry about that. That's the dog going off. Candy, hush, baby. She just wants up with her mommy, and that's all. I think I kind of created a YouTube dog with her. But yeah, it's been a crazy night. Yo, hold on a minute. I gotta go to the restroom, so I'll just give me a minute. All right, I'm back. Yeah, the also Kyle with the fire hydrant. I had to mess with him about getting a free shower. That was, that was funny. That was funny, I have to say. And like he said, somebody it must have took the turn too fast. So it's a slippery road or something. The only thing I could think of is they turned off of that one road and then turned. They did a too sharp of a turn and was too fast. But I don't know. We don't know. I'm still trying to talk Mama onto the panel, so we'll see. Even she'll tell you it was so dead tonight. I mean, I was hoping to get y'all something, but it didn't work out as we had planned. Seems like it's dead everywhere. Yeah, I tried tonight. It didn't work out for me. And next time I'm gonna have to be quiet when I see a cop. I was a mess. But you know what? All that entire time we had one good one. I'll take one call any night over no calls. But I probably won't be doing very many of those. It's gonna be a couple of, mixture of things. The main thing is I don't want to do that with my mother's health and my health. Yeah, it's same here in Florida. They're the same way. Florida don't have all that great drivers. My mother, I'll tease her about her driving, but I don't even drive all that great. It's all right, Maria. Marie, I don't expect you to always come back. This is just going to be like a small panel. I'm not going to have it very long. It's really what I'm here is, I'm open book pretty much. Um, I just tonight's just to carry a conversation. Otherwise, I'll probably be watching YouTube, some video on YouTube, which I still may do after I get off, but it'll be a while before I get off probably. Let's put it this way, DNS. I don't think anybody in the US knows how to drive all that great. Unless you get a granny who drives very slow and then causes accidents because of the slowness that they have to do. Yeah, I'm just being slow tonight with that. So yeah, the panel is kind of going to be a closed panel now on. I'll have a banner that may have an email up there every once in a while, and y'all will email me, and I'll send you a link that way, I believe, if it'll work that way. I hope it does. SGV has done it that way. And that's where I kind of got that from of waiting on that because I don't want trolls getting back up on there and attacking my mods. Yeah, if some of the mods don't want to be a mod, I'm understanding with that. Well, here in Lakeland, we have a majority of drivers. The ones that like to drive slow, ones that like to run red lights, ones who hit parked cars at that. So they all do all kinds of craziness. I'm hoping Mom can get on the panel, and if she does, then we'll have us a little fun. Maybe. I'm trying to get her into it, but we'll see. She was on live earlier, so. Yeah, we call our snowbirds here too. They come from all over. I think the farthest north I've seen has been Canada. Canada's been the farthest one that we've seen. Um, oh, Dark Side, you want to come up on panel tonight? You're free to come up. I'll put the quick link up real quick, but I have to take it off for trolls, as you know. Trolls just seem to love us tonight. Well, last night, I should say. Oh, summer, you call them college kids? Yeah, we have, let's see, Florida Southern, Southeastern, I think we got, and there's maybe another one, and then there's the private college, like the ones that I've been on. Hi, Mrs. Darkside. It's good to see you. Yeah, we don't get very much rain either. Well, yeah, well, that's a lie. We do get dark. Sorry, I was just thinking about Darkside talk when he came in and said hi. Um, yeah, we do get rain here. We have it usually. July is normally a hot month. August is kind of hot, rainy-ish. September can be rainy. Y'all are drinking. What y'all drinking tonight? I see why you're not going out. Why you're not going out tonight. No, Darkseid, I kind of wish you were here with one of the lives that I did earlier tonight. I had they were at the officers, they were at a Walgreens. Well, let's put it this way: we had one nice guy and two, not so great. Well, the one that was in the car was okay. She didn't really say anything. It was the one that was walking. I was trying to get her name out there because she was doing really good and she didn't want to put it out there. Her words were, I weren't part of the investigation, but she was standing around the whole time. Yeah. I'm not going to try to do too many of them cop watches by myself. I may just stay in the car when I do those things. It was kind of fun. But how are you feeling now? Exactly, Dark Side. Exactly. She was pretty cool, until that point. But up to that point, she didn't want nothing to do with it. You can tell she was curious about what was going on while I was standing there. But once they called it, I just went on. Yeah, I went on. I left after that. Our town was dead. We were just going out traveling, just having a little bit of fun. Miss Darkside, we don't want to put it out there because we had a troll in here mess with that one before, so that's why I don't want to put it out there. Yes, Bud, would you like to go on or what? Yeah, I'm just trying to keep our guys safe. Oh, the topic is anything. Yeah, it's just y'all get this freedom, it's about fun and I'm sure all the audience that we've got, what, 8, 7, or my mods, they all know you, so they will enjoy you anyways. Darkside, I would put it up there of what their previous one was, but because they had got a troll, I don't want to put it out there. Yeah, they attacked Bart with the old name. Yeah, I don't know if you knew about Ice getting the porn bomb. Well, I had that last night. Yeah, one of those. But I'll post the link up so y'all can get it. Yeah, Miss Darkside, you are welcome if you want. I can give you a little hint. It's a S and a G, and that is all I want to give. And I hope that's okay with you, Bart. I just figured that would be the simplest way, and then it's done. Yeah, them damn trolls. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Misty. How you doing?
Much better tonight.
Well, that's good.
I was
So
starting to
how,
nod off. Well, not off, but yawn quite a bit. But I'm starting to wake up.
shit, sorry about that. I keep forgetting it opens up a second tab, and I have to mute the first one or it echo into the second one.
Oh, that's okay.
Hi,
We understand.
hi, Bart. Yeah, I didn't get your email. Yeah, I didn't get the
Yeah,
number too.
I felt so bad for it. I deleted that whole live. I did not want that out there. It's just like if they were to attack Dark Side or Ice or one of them on my panel, that panel's gone. I'm not gonna have them attacking any mods or anybody that I know. Ma, you need to get your ass up on the panel. I done give you the link. Or bring your ass in
Hi,
here and watch.
hi, Dark Side. Hi, Mrs. Dark Side. And hi, Betty. And fun. How you doing? How many are in here?
Yeah. Betty is mom.
Ah, okay. So Mama's Betty. All right. There, I gave
Yeah.
you a like. I had to go back and give
Yep.
you a like, Misty.
Mama's a how it hadn't been for her today. We probably wouldn't have a live stream today. I don't
Yeah.
know why, StreamYard is a little difficult, as you know, as far as they want their money. And if I'm gonna give y'all more lives and more chances, I'm not gonna be able to do that with 20 hours a month. So the $25 wasn't that bad.
Oh, so StreamYard does cost. I didn't know if that was a free or how that worked.
Yeah, they do cost a little bit.
Oh,
They cost
that's
a little bit.
oh how
Let's
funny. I
see.
I guess that only on
Sorry, Dark
YouTube.
Side. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dark Side. I missed it.
No, you're
I
good.
was not looking.
Dark
No
Side, how
problem.
you doing, brother?
What's up, Bud Grower? Good to see you.
That's good to hear you again, man. Yo, I missed your live feed. I keep passing out. Is what it is.
it's
So,
because of our late streams, so I get it.
yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
started. I came
we
in
were
on this.
on.
Sorry, go ahead, Misty.
We were on what 8 hours the first night,
Yeah,
something
that
like
was
that.
insane. And then that first live stream she had, trolls came in to get at me, and now it's been every day. That's amazing. She had 30 likes, no downs, and then this idiot came in and wow, it
Yep,
just got Morpheus. How you doing, man?
Damn.
it's good to see you, Morpheus. Now we did
It,
watch your live the other day, yesterday's live, and we did
yeah.
show it onto my stream a little bit, but because I use a phone, I could not. So I had my phone over my tablet playing it for a little bit. So they did get to see some of your live stream while watching mine. So
That's cool.
anytime that I see you live, I'll try to do that as much as possible. Because I
Okay,
know
yeah,
we all go
definitely. Hey,
live
I
at the same
appreciate
time.
anytime you're able to join.
Yeah, anytime I see you up, I try to get in there, but they're really I'm getting 20-minute late notices. I literally
Oh,
have
so
to
you're not
open up.
getting notified now.
No, I get sometimes I do, but they're like 10 minutes late. By the time I get to your feed, you're already 20 minutes into it, and I'm like, usually you guys will do like a 30-minute audit, right? Or you're on to your next one. So getting in there 20 minutes into it, you missed everything. It's like it's annoying. So what I have to do is keep your tab open, literally your channel, and then when you go up, I see it go up on my tab, and
Wow.
that's yeah. I've got. That's why I had to slow down a little on the looping because one, we're still trying to find out if that's able to be done now that YouTube is caught on. So I found if I wait a couple days, a week or so, then come back and do it, somehow it goes through. It's not even that's working anymore. Yeah, because that's just damn. I need that. That looping is an awesome thing. I was told by Graham. You know. Yeah. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out.
Right.
Cause,
The other way is the Discord server that I have. Anytime any of us go live, it'll post, and it posts pretty much right away.
oh, okay. I didn't know
It
that.
Yeah, it's in the hashtag YouTube dash live. if you select that, then it'll post when I go live, or like SGB goes live, or West Coast, or anybody else basically that we've added.
Oh wow, I have to do that then because that would be great because I keep Discord up all the time, you know, and it's easier because it lights up on the bottom of the screen, completely lights up, so I know when anyone's notifying me or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
So
So
you guys
what you
having a
guys?
good night? What time is it where you guys are at?
What's 9 here? I think you're in California, right, Darkstar?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 9 here for me. It's raining.
Oh. Sorry, I was
Yeah, it's
just reading
midnight
Misty's
here.
message. That's really sad to hear.
Yeah, I want at least somebody to know. I talked to Ice earlier. I was gonna get him on the panel, but he's got a situation going on that I'm not gonna put it out there because it's his place to put it out.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I was gonna get him on earlier because I seen that he had subscribed. I was gonna tell him. I said, "Hey, you should have been here." There was the female cop that I caught. She was, up to the point was pretty dang good. But like you said, we wanted to get the goods and the bads out.
Yep.
And her whole thing was,
It's not just the
I
bad
want
ones
part of
we're
the
trying to expose. We want to give light to the good ones that are doing good out for the community.
the ones that ain't giving us a hard time. And and there was actually one guy that was pretty, nice. Yes, Bart, I did tell him. He knows now.
Yep.
Yeah, I made sure, I try to tell y'all as much as I can when I do.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm one of those. I'm not gonna go and let, some other person do something stupid and ruin it for everybody. I'm gonna be there for y'all. Just like I was telling
Thank
him.
you.
As much as I am a mod on yours, as much as I am, usually I go to Ice because, and I will go popping in every once in a while, but I mainly stay with his for a little while and then I'll pop into yours and check in back and forth.
Yeah, that's really
But
cool. I mean, hey, I enjoy the support. I mean, whatever time you can put in, I'm definitely not going to be like, hey, why are you spending more time over there? And, dude, Bud Grower and Tom Wood. I mean, I don't know how you guys split your time through so many YouTube channels. So whatever time you can give me, that's cool.
I don't even watch Johnny 5-0 anymore. I really don't.
Oh, I watch him. I usually
like
watch
him, but go ahead, bud.
5 or 6 feeds at the same time.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Well, it's just I sit on Dark Side, Al SoCal, and Upstate Audits right now is the 3 I've been helping the most. I go into each of the channels and mostly they give me a mod because I'll share their link and then I can share other links on theirs, and that's how I've been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I started
be good, Bud Grower.
others.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say what would be good is if you got up to 1,000 subs, and then you got the community tab, then you could start sharing them within your YouTube channel. You may not be able to go live. Well, you can go live once you hit the 1K, but you can also share their posts.
Really, I had what? Misty and I were wondering some questions about setting up this, like mirroring somebody's video. Does that help you? What's the purpose of mirroring? Like this morning, did you watch Furry's feed when he got detained?
Yeah, I did, and then I actually hopped onto Mr. Scientifical's YouTube stream, and he went and backed up Furry.
Oh, how cool! Now, when you mirror that, is that helping your hours and stuff? Or is that helping?
Because what you're doing is you're downloading the video, or you're getting the video from the content creator, and you're re-uploading it as quote unquote your own content. So it doesn't. Okay. It goes towards your watch hours or your subs, and so it's yeah. Some auditors frown upon mirroring. Some are okay with it.
Well, the only reason Furry says to do that, Dark Side, is when you guys are filming like alone, which is ridiculous, but the cops have some way of deleting your video. So you want to make sure, I think that's what I'm to understand, that the reason they would do that. But yeah, so
maybe grabbing your stream and mirroring the live stream, but like maybe the YouTube video they can't delete once it's been uploaded to YouTube. But maybe they might stop your live. But if they stop your live, then mirroring is still not going to do any good, because then if they stop your live, then yeah,
I wasn't sure, but Free does that a lot, and I wanted to know how to do that here so we could share like some of your videos. Because I'll come on and when Misty, I'll bring up the topics and we she's all up for that kind of thing. I'd like to just go over when, like you're on right now, put one of your shorter videos up, like I want to do on my channel, and have you tell me why you did what you did, that style you used. This way, anyone new coming along can look at it, because I like your certain styles better than other. I still love you all, but I'm more for the your style, Al SoCal style. That way the troll cops that get on, they can bitch all they want. But and I've seen them put back the negative, the down star. They've taken away the down thumb and given a positive. So, all right.
Oh, the downvoting?
Yeah, the cop actually did that and said, "Have a good evening," because what was going on in Al SoCal's room, he wasn't being disrespectful or anything. And if you guys are going to go out there and you're just doing your constitutional rights, which I don't care if they like it or not, I've said this, I'm really under the belief if you guys do not go out there and shove it down their throats, give it 5 years, we won't have these rights anymore. They will take them away. That's how they do it. So I'm just all for this. And I watched Howard Stern do it, Every time they'd find him and try to stop him for one sex joke, he'd come up with another one. And he wouldn't stop. Or when he'd use
profanity over the radio, too.
He wouldn't stop. He said it's his right. And that's what you guys are doing. You're out there doing what I want to be done, And so as long as you're not throwing rocks at him or something, bro, I mean, it's like trying one. Right now is a very, very tough time for you auditors. You've got all these fake journalists going out that are causing troubles in the riots. So cops automatically hate the filmers, and then they look at you and they don't care. And so it's tough. And I respect you guys a lot. Like that whole feed with Furry this morning was, oh my God. That I couldn't do that, Dark. I could not sit there and do that. I would have been like, but wow, she stood her ground, man, and walked away. It was amazing. I hope you all saw that. It was utterly amazing. It was just,
I got the tail end of it. I still need to watch her stream when it started. But yeah, excuse me, sorry, my throat. I've been talking a lot. But yeah, just every auditor has their own flair on how they talk, how they spin things. So the more we get out and just audit, and it doesn't matter, honestly, from my opinion, it doesn't matter how you talk to the cops. If you talk to them nice, the trolls are still going to dislike our videos. They're still going to, make their comments because at the end of the day, they don't like what we do.
It's still a view. It's still a view.
Yeah, no, it is. Like I said, some of the trolls, the trolls that came in to attack me the other day on her first stream, I felt bad about, but they never hit the button down. They didn't give her thumbs down. That's what that was. That's why I told her to worry about it. I mean, they come in and make fun of me. Who cares? As long as they're not coming in giving thumbs down, because that really just destroys your channel. It really does.
Yeah, because the algorithm, they stop recommending so many videos, and then yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and then you don't see it up there. I always see Misty's now on my YouTube. When you go to the YouTube page for your recommendation, she's right up there, and that's because she doesn't have any thumbs down. So when they attack like Brian's room, and they cause him to get more negatives than ups, that's it basically for coming up on notifications. But
I'm
gonna try your Discord thing. I really am. That might help because I don't mind keeping the tabs open. This is a pain,
Yep.
But I keep 3 open all the time. Yours, Al's, and like I said, I've been helping Upstar. Because he smokes as much weed as me.
Oh, upstate audit.
Yeah. He wants to be Cheech. He wants to come down and hang with me. He'll be Cheech, I'll be Chong. We'll just smoke. Yeah.
Betty, how I find the cops, it's usually just radio scanners, which you can get it on your phone, for the agencies that are available, like sheriffs, or some of the local cops. Some of them are available. The other way is I have Pulse Point. So whether it's like a medical emergency, sometimes then the cops will be there too. And usually they have to show up. Excuse me. When it's like a 415, like a verbal or a physical fight between a couple or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. We got some of the scanners on our phone, but like tonight, they just weren't out, and I didn't push the button for the scanner tonight. I really wasn't even going to go out and look for one. We were just driving around, just having a drive. Just driving. It just so happened, and I found, we ran into a few, driving wise. And she still says that it wasn't the same cop. But one of them we got behind, and then he turned on the side road, so we went to see if he went to one of the side roads to see if he was stopping at a house or something. But I can guarantee you that one probably went to the Walgreens that we ended up stopping at and found 3 cars. And, we had like 3 officers. The 2 female weren't, the one female that didn't want to give her information, she was nice up to that point, didn't say anything. The man actually waved as he was getting in this car, so
okay.
That was a good. You don't get too many of them, but
yeah,
tonight was just dead.
It's difficult.
Now, Dark, were you audited? Have you found that you had any one single cop that actually has a problem with you?
Not me personally, but so I need to still audit in my city, in my area, because the cops are still not educated on public photography. So often they will shine their lights at you. So I think it's just a general oh, this is some dude recording me. I don't like it. So I don't know if it's anything personal vendetta or anything like that. But
yeah, what do you think of Ortiz? The way he's treating Al SoCal? I don't, No, what's your opinion on that? Because that upsets me very much. I think that's really absolutely ridiculous.
For one cop, I feel like he's targeting him.
He is.
Like he's just trying to stir up Al SoCal and cause problems. Now I don't want to give too much of an opinion because I'm not there. I'm not. But yeah, I think the officer is definitely trying to stir up shit and cause problems for Al.
Yeah,
he obviously doesn't like being filmed. But personally, Al, what he should do is file complaints each and every time. And even if nothing happens, just enough internal complaints to IA will generate enough wait, why are we getting so many complaints? What's going on? But then you also have to make sure as an auditor that you're in the total green. So when you're filing this complaint, there is nothing against you. And I'm not saying that anything Al is doing is incorrect. I'm not, because I haven't watched a lot of his videos. But you just have to be really certain everything that you're doing is you're dotting the I's and crossing the T's and all that.
You're not saying something you shouldn't be saying and all that and starting it with them.
Like for instance, if they're flashing the flashlight at you right off the spot, that's well, okay, this is a complaint because he's violating the Bain Act, here in California. He shouldn't be doing that. And then at that point, then now he's harassing me and nothing. It's not Al, started cussing at him and that created that, reaction.
Yeah. I totally am with you there. I wanted to go ahead.
Yeah, some of them has tempers and the temper doesn't help you all the time. And I get it when they have tempers. It was me and Kate on ice, as we always tried to tell them, hey, just, calm down. Don't let them get to you. Because we want him to be safe more than anything else. And as you know, Dark Side, you know that they'll go after him and West Coast, not just
Yep.
because of them being otters, but because of their race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. From what I've seen, just even like when West Coast and I were up in Fresno, I think he got arrested because of what he was doing and his color of his skin. And that's really sad that that has to happen, or that gets to that point.
Yeah, it is. With
Yeah, it gets that bad. I see it all the time, and it's not just one. There's actually a guy named Big Nick here in Florida. He's been arrested a couple of times, and for him himself, it is a race because he is a black guy, and especially here in Florida, in some counties you go into, you're screwed. If you go in that county and you're a different race, you're screwed, and they will get you within a second.
No,
So,
okay, yeah. So I guess it just varies on the county that you're in and the state, you know.
yes. But I see Rico there. I don't always say hi, but I see him there.
Well, okay. I try to let you know everyone's coming in case you miss them. That way you can say hi. Makes them feel better.
Hey, Rico.
Yeah, I see him. I normally don't say hi on my
Rico.
own side. I'll probably type it in every so often, but I try to let my guys have their time to talk and do their thing. Because
Yeah.
honestly, Dark Side, it gets you out there, you know? It's
Yeah.
when y'all want to come on, it gets y'all out there, it gets y'all's name out. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's my main goal, is getting more out.
Yep.
That's why it's like if West Coast came on or SUV came on here, I want them to put their names out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I got all your
definitely.
tags and stuff. She allows me to put links up, Dark Star.
That Dark Side.
Yeah, I'm sorry. God damn. But I'm bad with names, and he was the first one I helped, and it was always Dark Side Audits. Dark Star Audits. See, I can't remember your last name now. Messing that shit up now to fucking all night long. Yeah, I'm bad.
Hey, Downey.
Is Downey in here? Downey!
Yes, Downey,
oh my god, how you doing, man?
Yeah, Downey, it's good to see you.
You know what? I keep trying to catch his lives, but again with the notices, by the time I hit his live, he's like off. So the only time I've been able to catch up with him is in the game room. I've run into him play games in the Digital Pigeon room. I get you guys
Digital Pigeon Gaming.
Yeah, I love that. How do you get on that? Do you all have to have a copy of the game in order to play on there, or?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
What do you use? Your hand controller or the computer? I've never gone on there.
It varies. I know West Coast uses a controller. I use the keyboard and mouse. So
there you go. Awesome. See, I didn't know because I love some of those games.
Reverse. There you go.
Like you all. Yeah. So yeah, the thing with Aldo is my idea was to with all of you guys is one of the things I can do. I'm a certified California paralegal. I'm very good with promotions. Like example, I got the city to designate a place as a landmark restaurant because I'm good at talking. It's only thing I do. So what I want to do is talk to that police station to try to mend things with Al. I don't see a reason why these people have to dislike you guys. Seriously. Now, add some of the styles, no. But isn't it better to go and see if you can work out a relationship with the police departments? Not going there and selling out, but honestly speaking, and tell us that we're going to do this. This is what we do. There's no need for us we're not out there trying to cause the cops problems. But if they want to screw over the rights, well, that's all on them. The guy, like what he did to Furry this morning was mind-boggling. Why? What was the point? You don't need to do that.
I agree to a certain extent. The thing that I have been thinking is, I forget the analogy, but it's better just to do than to ask for permission, because then, and not to say that's not asking for permission, but if you go talk to the cops and like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and hey, but sometimes I think they still don't understand it. Like, why are you doing it? And
Fair enough.
you know, and then they bring in the safety aspect. Oh, well, the safety of our officers, you need to stay back, and you know, because if what if the suspect has a gun, you know, then that's what it turns out to be. It's, you know, same thing like when we're caught in the street and they're like, well, we need you to make sure that you don't get hit. So they turn it into a safety aspect, not because they don't want us to film. Or,
Yes.
you know, in the driveway, hey, we're just concerned about your safety. We don't want you in the street.
Sure. I hear you, and that's exactly. I was more aligned to try to smooth things with Ortiz and Al's situation. Not normally go straight out, but if they're targeting Al, like you said, the more people bring attention to it that they know we know. That was an idea, but then again, you know, I don't want to do that. I want to, you know, just give Al advice if he needs it. That's what I would do. I'd just go ask somebody. Well, maybe not. Well, what would you do then? Now with somebody going after you specifically, other than what we already talked about, which is there anything else besides writing a complaint, getting people to call up, getting people to ask them?
Just education and complaint. I mean, there's nothing that you can do if the same officer is targeting you, and at that point you file a complaint that he's harassing you, and at this point it's like, well, I don't know where Ortiz is. I'm just going and filming the police. He happens to be there and he's messing with me, so that's not very fair. I'm just here filming, making sure you guys are held accountable.
Exactly. More humble than attack. Exactly. Because, you know, there's got to be there, you know, like I said. But for Al, if Ortiz continues, hell, I would help him file a suit against him, because that was the whole reason that rent thing happened. Dark Side, which I was so mad at Masshole for picking on Al. It's like, you don't know what happened before. You have no idea what relationship Al had with Ortiz. Had that been another cop, he would not have run like that. He knew fucking well Ortiz was not only going to arrest him, but he was going to beat the shit out of him, which he did.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I mean, you can't make fun of people like that, you know? And like I said, y'all need backup. This going out by yourselves is way too dangerous. You need somebody there, somebody with a... I told Al, my roommate's going to drive around a little. I'm going to take camera. I'm not one of you guys, but
yeah,
I'll be a first one up in that cop's face if he's trying to beat Al. You know, it's not going to happen. And then, you know, dude, trust me, I'll let him pound on me. I'm crippled. You don't want to do that. I passed up I could be an actor the way I would, you know, I would be bad. It would really be bad. They don't want to go through that lawsuit.
Well,
yeah.
The best thing you can always do is watch the live, and they'll tell you what police department they're at or around what police department. You can always call in and make your complaint.
Right,
you get the officer's name, and you can make that call in.
That does not always work, as Dark Side can probably tell you. It actually caused more problems for SGV.
Yeah, and same thing for West Coast. When you got arrested in Fresno, SGV actually was the one that told me, like, hey, tell them not to call the station. That can cause more problems. That they could keep him over the weekend or overnight.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just better just to not call. Now the trolls might call anyways, and that's fine. Let them do their whatever, waste their time calling. When I do audits, I don't mind doing audits by myself, but usually when I do cop watches, I like to have somebody with me, even if it's not someone, like, even if it's a new auditor, that's fine, just as long as I have that secondary backup.
Yeah, as long as you have the backup. See, like tonight, I was pretty much by myself, but you know, I had Mama, but she was at the car, you know, and that's why I say I don't want to do too many of them to where the cops will target her.
No, because if there's more than one chances of you getting arrested go down, and even if you do get arrested, you have the evidence to show, because like that man did with you, Darkstar, he threw the phone in the water. I couldn't fucking believe that shit. There's a puddle coming out, and the guy goes straight at the puddle and throws the phone in. That was specifically meant to destroy the phone.
Yep, and then I went to go grab it, and West Coast said he didn't even know I had the phone, which I even told him, and I don't know if he just, because it was pretty bright because of the cop light. And then the cop comes back over, It's like, you're in possession of stolen property. I'm going to arrest you for stolen property if you don't give the phone back. He doesn't want nobody to have it, and he proceeds to grab my shirt and rip it. And I'm like, bro, was that necessary?
Yeah, that was insane. Actually, that's assault, man. Ripping your shirt is assault. I don't understand how, actually it's battery. I'm sorry. Assault would be when he said fuck you and then grabbed the shirt. That's assault and battery. I don't get it. And, and he was right. He said it so right at the time Dark started. Kind of short man complex. This guy was like, what, 4'9"? It was like,
Oh yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Dude.
He had definitely the Napoleon complex.
Yes.
He was even trying to push a racial issue and saying that either myself or West Coast were being racist. And we weren't at any point mentioning anything about his ethnicity or
No, I know.
anything, or skin color. For one, if I'm out auditing and cop watching for First Amendment, that's not something I would say. And then second, just try to keep these cops accountable. And we had it live streamed the entire time, so they were just trying to stir up shit.
Yeah, they were. That was funny. I think during that feed, you actually brought up the fact of having a camera makes me racist.
Yep. He said that we were talking about his race, and that's why he wanted to actually arrest me, because we were talking about him being Asian. I don't know what ethnicity he was, but yeah.
No, I don't either. He's just an asshole. Is that a race?
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna get bad ones and you're gonna get good ones, and that's the whole point of being out there, is showing the good and the ugly.
Yep.
Right.
They are more uglies than they are goods lately, but there will be more good showing up eventually.
Well, what I did,
to be honest with you, if they took that immunity away and then they start doing more training, a lot of officers wouldn't be the way that they are.
Real quick,
Yep.
hi steak fries. Nice to have you in here.
Yeah, and I think just with just more filming and with Al, going back to this Al situation, if Al just keeps getting out there and just making sure that he's within his legal right, and no matter what he's doing, they can't get him on anything, to where that means him not carrying his ID, to where that means letting them do the first reaction, whether that means flashing a flashlight or hey, get back, well, if there's not, crime tape, or you're not setting up a perimeter because you're looking for somebody, and at that point, I'm not doing anything illegal, and you're violating my rights, and just putting in the complaint, and that just kind of gets up to IA. IA will investigate it, and at that point, then, that kind of puts this cop on the radar, like, okay, he's getting complaints. And not to say, like, because there are complaints that happen and then they get dismissed. But the fact that if Al keeps going out there and they're like, wait, Ortiz keeps getting complaints from this one citizen, is maybe we need to then investigate at that point and, and go from there.
Dark Star. And the other thing I wanted to give you, really a lot of kudos, my brother, is after the cops were done on one of your films, you thanked them and told them a job well done. See, brother, that's what I would like to see more of. If the cops do what we want, even though your feed's not going to have a lot of drama, say thank you to them, because the goal is to get the other ones. I mean, if you never just recognize the good ones, then the bad ones will always take
respect where respect is given.
Exactly.
If they start right off the bat negative with me, then that's where I'm going to give them the hostility and
I've noticed that.
Be aggressive with them. But if Misty, but yeah, if they're right off the bat, hey, you're more than welcome. You're within your rights to film as long as you stand over here. And sometimes there's that pushback. If they're like, hey, they're trying to kind of go halfway, like, here, let me have you stand right here. I'm not pushing you all the way back, but at the same time, like, do what you feel, film. It's within your right. You're good. Appreciate you. And then they leave. At that point, then you can continue filming.
Yeah, and like I said, that's why if I part of my channel, which I'm eventually going to start, I want to do interviews strictly with people like Dark Side Audits, have them come in, explain their side of the view, and then people like tell them where to go. Like SGV had that panel. Oh my God, that panel was great. Way to go, SGV. I mean, he was talking about different camera stuff to use. That's awesome. This way, you guys, when you're starting out, you know what stuff to use. And again,
I agree.
yeah, it's very. You came. When we first met, that was the whole discussion. You wanted a Discord place to come where they could get ideas about what to do and what not to do. It is a very good idea, and it also brings us together closer rather than what's going on now by separating. That does no good for anybody. None, really, honestly.
Right, and like we were talking about the drama between auditors. I don't understand it. I don't know why there's this animosity between other auditors. And like I was telling LA Confidential, I was like, just don't get into the drama. Just do you. If you want to hang out with so and so, go hang out with them. If you want to hang out with someone else, then go audit with them. You learn different methods, but at the same time, then whatever you feel is better for you, you can apply it at that point.
Exactly. And between you and Jen Woke, I managed to put together a little library. I need to find a way to put them in alphabetical order so I can access them easier. I need another like Discord, type of a thing where I can just pop there and go in, because right now I have too many. It takes a second to get to them now. And Jen did it somehow. She walked in and I prefixed them for each room. Like if I were to come in and you had a panel Dark Side, anyone we knew that was coming in, I'd have all their stuff there and your like PayPal link and your like open the door and all this stuff ready to go. And that helps out a lot. So,
Yeah. You can create your own Discord server, even if that means it's just private, just for you, kind of like your own note. So then if you switch between one computer and another, as long as you have access to that Discord, then you can have all your links. So that means if you want Misty's channel link for her YouTube, or you want her, PayPal link, or, Ice Cold's PayPal link, and you can even have like separate channels like Misty, Ice Cold, whatever suits you better.
Yeah, and by the way, I am gonna try to get the PayPal going. We're in a little tight bind, so before I can set up a bank account and then get it directly, linked to that, then I'll get it started. But right now, there is no PayPal for right now.
No, you can still get one set up and just have the money going into the PayPal account without having it deposited. Then this way, once you do get your bank situation settled, then at that point you just link the bank and then you're good.
Yeah, I may have to get a hold of you or some of the others that does that and get some more help on that, because we are definitely, me and Ma are not the tech savvies. If it wouldn't been for us, I wouldn't know how easy StreamYard was, I wouldn't have known. And, it comes out
Ice Cold, right?
Yeah, Ice Cold's a good hand with that. Now, he will tell you he's not that tech savvy, but he got some knowledge.
He can move around. He can figure stuff out. I think he's pretty smart.
Yeah, I enjoy his little comments every once in a while. But when talking to him earlier, I was like, I told him, he subscribed to mine, and I said, well, thank you. I'm always going to subscribe to yours anyways. I'm always going to be there. I have y'all's back. That's the main goal, and this is one of the reasons why I create panels, is so that if y'all needed to come in here and speak y'all's mind because something happened, this is like y'all's little rant here. Y'all get to have y'all's moment. That way it ain't always stuck to your channel.
Yeah, definitely. Excuse me.
See, I'm pro for y'all. I'm not pro for the trolls.
I mean, I got you. That's why I made you mod, and that's why like a lot of the supporters, I made them mods, because I can differentiate the trolls from the supporters.
Well, all you had to do is just watch me on Ice, and you'd see how well I've had his back. I might flirt and pick at him a little bit, but it goes both ways. He's always been that way. It was like earlier on my live, my mother was saying something, about ice was hers. I said, no, I don't share ice. That's mine. But we were playing around with it.
Yeah,
Well,
that's good.
But yeah, I try to, I have y'all's back. I might pick at y'all and tease y'all a little bit, but that's just who I am. But I'm not going to sit there and bash y'all for what y'all do because y'all actually get in the side that we need to see. What the actual news put out there and what we actually see through y'all are two different things. The news is not going to
Right.
show how the officers act.
no, they're not.
All these trolls, they're all bootlickers. And that,
Nah, I love
I
that.
keep having to clear my throat. Hang on one second.
Well, that happens every time I go on smoke, Dark Side.
Yeah,
Start hacking up a lung.
right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we just need to keep educating these police officers and the deputies because, no matter which way we pivot, the bootlickers are still gonna, not like what we're doing, because they have too much faith in the police officers and the law enforcement, and that is the problem of why there's so many shootings. And there are a small portion of shootings that are, I would say, not okay, but warranted, I guess. Someone pointing a gun at them, but what they could have done is, why couldn't you have used less lethal? Why couldn't you have pulled the taser? Like there's a lot of videos I've seen recently where someone gets shot and they went for a gun, but why didn't they pull their taser?
Yeah, they do. They like to use
Yeah,
the lethal force, and the weapons is not what they need to use. They need to be able to use tasering. That taser can get them a lot more benefits than what
yeah, but
using the gun.
you have to understand the taser only works 70, only 30, at about 25 to 30% of the time. And now, the actual things you can buy now that in stores, they tried to make illegal, but they couldn't. It's taser resistant clothes. So tasers are not really effective. They don't always work. And then you must also remember, and the only reason I know this is I had members of cops in my family. It takes 10 seconds for the human brain to stop. That's why when a long time ago you'd see these fools come out on PCP, cops would unload 40 bullets into them and they'd still be walking.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with it is if they get a weapon, they'll still get you at 5 feet. It won't matter. If the cops shoot them in the leg, they'll still lurch out and get them. So, and I'm sorry, this is where I differ though. You chose the job. You walked in and said, I want to be a cop. You didn't go, well, I want to be something and I'm going to make you be a cop. I'm sorry, but that 10-second, you have to use less lethal first. I understand it. I understand, but you chose the job. And unfortunately, that's the way life goes. You have firemen, well,
Right.
I don't have to go into and save somebody on the third floor because I my knees. That don't work that way. So I understand where they're coming from, but they chose the profession. They need to learn new techniques. They
Right.
need to come up with better ways. And that whole shit where they took the guy out of the car, even though they have now found for a fact he was going to die irregardless, that doesn't matter. You broke protocol. You broke procedure. You dragged him out of the car. You put your knee on his back and cut his ear off. Those cops need to go to jail, and we need to work at stopping that shit. I don't understand why we have to shoot every cop and kill every police officer. No, we just need to get rid of the bad ones. That's it. And again, you have this dumbass cops that will not turn on their fellow officers because they know when they're in the field they need them to protect them. I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Serpico. It was based on a true story. It had Al Pacino in it. And basically, what it was he did not like the corruption going on in the police station, so he started to turn in the cops. Well, the other cops turned against him because they didn't give him coverage. That's the way the Brotherhood works. Another thing we got to take down. They can't have independent brotherhoods. They can't have independent groups inside the police department. They're not. They should be treated like military. When they sign up, they lose their rights so that they follow the ones we give them because they're not doing that. and I don't know how we're going to resolve it. Look at the riots going on now. It's just going to get worse if we don't figure something out real fast. And that's the other reason I want you guys out there filming. We need to see this. We need to see this. We need to see what is really going on, not what they're telling us, what really is going on. But I would never ask someone like you, Dark Star, to go out in that nightmare. But it would be nice. I just wouldn't ask you to do it.
Yeah, and and this is another reason why we need to get Alex Villanueva out. As I put in the private chat, he hired an officer that got suspended for misconduct, or got fired for misconduct. This is, because police have the I forget what the term. It's immunity. Basically, they commit a crime against a citizen, and they get a slap on the wrist. Hey, just don't do it again. But then they do it again, and they never get penalized or like when they get suspended, they get suspended with pay.
Yeah,
how is
what's
that
up with
teaching
that?
the officer anything?
Yeah, really, seriously, come up to me and threaten me with a paid holiday.
Right?
Yeah, really, seriously? No, but they should also make qualified immunity on. I mean,
Yep.
I'm sorry, but you can forget that shit. And we need to see their public records. And anyone like you was just saying that has a record like that, you fuck yourself. You're no longer a cop. If you want to be a cop, you follow the rules. Break the rules, fuck you, get the hell out. I don't care how long you've been in. First guy,
Right.
come on. You're the one supposed to be protecting our rights, not taking them away. But now, you guys ever see that? You ever see that thing on the side of the cop car that said "Protect and Serve"? Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's full of shit. Nevada, the cops removed that from the side of the car because they were sued by a person that said they did not protect them properly. Turns out they are not by law required to protect or to serve you. They are simply there to enforce the laws. That is why they started removing it from the cars. It was all a bunch of bullshit. It made you feel comfortable about this jackass coming up to you. Serious, and it did no good. In Ohio, go ahead.
At the end of the day, they're here to serve the public, but they're actually there to protect each other, and that's why it's the whole brotherhood of police officers, and why they back each other up. And you hear about like the banditos, in East LA, and kicking an officer or a deputy's ass because he was a whistleblower or snitch. So, yeah.
Yeah, they all have their bads and goods on each department. It's the bads that we want to be, changed. They need to be fixed to a point to where they know when they mess up, they've got something that's going to come to them. Instead of just that little slap on the wrist ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah, they need to have like a 3 strikes kind of thing. Like, okay, you've been, written up, and this is serious enough, meaning the IA investigated you and found that you were found in misconduct and you were, abusing, people you're arresting, or using, more use of force that was necessary at that point. Then they should just, sorry, you're not going to be able to get a job as a police officer anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, they definitely need to do that. And a lot of times, it's like we've got a sheriff here in our county. He will back his good and his bad, and if his bads are even caught in the bad, it's like, oh, they still had their right to do that. Yeah, they got some right, but no, you don't attack somebody who's still in a handcuff. And the whole situations that I've seen around here has been ridiculous. A lot of people like him because he has this, he's got a smart mouth on him and smart comments. It's not that, shouldn't go with a sheriff that has a smart comment. Should go with one that's going to discipline his, guys and get them in and out of there. He won't do that. And there will be nobody to go against him.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, we get our goods and bads everywhere, and a lot of them don't understand. And I see this because even in my town. We on even on Facebook. We had and Dark say your private chat. No, I didn't hear about that one.
Okay, his name's Jeremy DeWitt.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that one, but yeah, with our officers, there's so many here that's crooked back and forth. We actually had somebody that did auditing a little bit or cop watching, and they only had a few in a year's time. So where they went, I don't know. But with them, they really weren't much of anything. So and
Yeah.
the officers already knew them from before, so it's one of those. They knew that this one's already been in trouble before more than once. So, and like my mother just put
Okay.
up there, like how they treat the mentally handicapped. We've had a situation. My brother's mentally
Yeah.
handicapped, and he's suicidal at times. And luckily for years, he's been good. But he has been, abused by officers more than once. As
And
far
it's
as
because they don't know how to handle the public with those kinds of things, either mentally, handicapped or just they don't get that kind of training. They don't get the community training, like how to handle someone that just had a death in their family, or how to, all they're taught is policing.
yes. And it happens. And they need to train them a little bit better.
Hey Bart, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I'm gonna text him on that number. I don't see his comment. Oh, no wonder I don't see a comment from him. I'm in private chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for. Okay, I gotta go back and mail and get his.
Yeah, Misty, where you are at, do you have local police or is it sheriffs?
My actual side of the road is sheriff, and then on the other side is police.
Okay,
What
so
we
then you
call
get kind of a different aspect of, because sheriffs, I find that sheriffs are more apt to violate rights than maybe local police.
yeah, they tend to. But Lakeland PD does come out here a couple of times, but not always. It depends on who it is. Yeah, we get a lot of dumbass sheriffs, so I already knew that.
Because the problem with sheriffs is what will happen is when a deputy gets misconduct or any kind of other charge, what they'll just do is transfer them to either another department, will transfer them to a jail, or even a different county that has another sheriff's department. So they just move them around. So rather than solving that issue, they just transfer them.
Yeah, they do. They do transfer them. There's some from Polk County that goes to Hillsboro, and then they go right back. There's one officer, and I felt bad. He was a motorcycle cop. I felt bad for him. He got killed on the way to work, and nobody has heard anything about it since then. And that's something that nobody knows what happened. If it was somebody that pulled out in front of them, that something should be said, at least, but they don't do it.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is with these kind of shootings or these kind of incidences, they're not so apt on releasing body cam or car footage, and it's really sad that that they're not doing this. They should have more transparency. If sorry, I'm reading the chat. They should have more transparency with stuff like this.
Yeah, they should, but it's never going to be that way unless we get more out there. You got to have more auditors around and more cop watchers or whatever you want to call them. You got to have more. See, in LA, y'all got a lot more than in California than what Florida's got. So.
Yep, it's because we have more density. The density. I live in LA County, which the density in LA County is probably a lot more than maybe certain areas of Florida. I mean, not to say like Miami or like certain other big metro areas aren't as dense.
Yeah, we're not a big city, but we're bigger
Okay.
than the cities near us. Let's put it that way. Yeah,
All right.
we're the main
So,
hospital.
fun loving couple says I have a doppelganger in Arizona.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, and
Like
Doppelganger.
a twin, a clone.
oh, he's got a twin. Okay.
Supposedly, I have a twin.
But I
Which
have one
now
in
I'm interested, just like Mrs. Darkside said.
shit. I have one in Texas. Oops, get my picture off. I have one in
My mom is
Texas.
my twin, or I'm her twin, so.
Is LT Man in here?
Hmm?
Mrs. Darkseid. Oh, laugh my ass off. I'm sorry, I'm blind. I thought that was LTMAN. Never mind.
Yeah,
Which
laughing
one?
my ass off. There you go.
I'm gonna run out and have a smoke. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
No worries.
I'd share it with y'all, but I don't have the lung capacity to blow it that far. Alrighty now. I'll
Right.
be right back.
All right, bud.
But like my mother was saying, it was Lakeland PD that did my brother wrong. So it was, I went there at that scene, but when he got back home and seen the pictures afterwards or seeing his face, they roughed him up too much. He's mentally handicapped. They even tased him, and he's got seizure disorder. So, and
Yeah,
a
see,
lot
that's
of
not right.
officers do that. So that's, that's
Between
something.
the mentally disabled and the handicapped, the physically handicapped, and even just the 5150, people who are just having mental issues, they don't know how to handle them.
They don't.
Their only idea is handcuffs.
Handcuffs or shoot them. There's been, and I think it was Frostproof, which is a very small town around here. It was just in the news not too long ago, or it was somewhere. A family had called because he was having problems, and the officers come in, they shoot him instead of, yeah, he had a machete. Yeah, okay. Instead of shooting him, went ahead and tased him, and you could have gotten it out. Tasing it to a point is okay. Pepper spraying would work
Yeah.
too.
And then the
Yeah,
other thing with tasing is I've seen is they'll tase somebody, and then when it doesn't work, they'll sit on top of them, and that's usually when the asphyxiation comes from, or when they, that person can't breathe because they're sitting on top of them or they're choking them, trying to put them in a chokehold, which is not effective policing. That's not.
no. Too many are getting killed through that way, and that's not good. You
Exactly.
know, that defunding the police department is definitely a benefit in a way. When they get too many reports, well, too bad, too sad. You're the one that you're not training your officers well,
Right? Exactly.
and so they need more training, and they don't get the training that they need. And my whole purpose, and I've said this more than once, an officer needs the training, and if they don't do the training, they don't need to be in the field.
Yep.
They've got to have more training, and not only have it just a one-time training, make it yearly or every so many months. You've got to go for a
Like a
training.
refresher course.
Yeah, so that way they cannot go back in the field.
Yeah, and to touch up on Fun Loving Couple and Mrs. Darkside, um, so on these kind of calls, if someone's calling the cops, 911, the caller should be informing the dispatch, hey, my son is, mentally, he's whatever his disorder is, hey, he's taking too much drugs, he's messed up in the head because of that, or hey, he's mentally disabled or he's physically disabled. Can you guys send out someone that has experience with that or knows how to handle someone of that nature rather than going straight to you know uh, lethal force? And and they can also tell the dispatcher like, hey, my son, he's not a physical threat. he might verbally, shout at you or whatever, but he's not gonna hurt you. He's not gonna do anything to harm you.
Yeah, Mom, you don't have to talk about the subject if it's too much for you to talk about. But yeah, she's seen it firsthand. I've actually been known to tackle him when he's been in the stages of his mentally, his suicidal attempts and stuff,
Right.
or just a little off the rocker, as some people call it. I've been able to tackle him no problem, and it's not hurting him.
Yeah. And sometimes even just that, well, something like the weighted blankets for people that have anxiety to help them sleep. Sometimes even just holding them and uh, having that reassurance. Sometimes that's even enough to kind of calm them down. And but it has to be someone that they're familiar with. It can't. It's like my wife. She actually, her brother is autistic, right? Or yeah, autistic.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand the autistic either, and there's been instances where cops is treating them wrong.
Yeah, and then there's different spectrums of
Yeah.
autism as well, because someone could be very high functioning and can speak and knows how to verbalize some things, and some are the far end of it where they're antisocial, they suffer from very high anxiety, they don't like talking, or they get frightened very easily. So I mean, there's those aspects as well.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that, and there's actually a channel that I watch here. It's called Fathering Autism. His daughter is a nonverbal autistic daughter, and his whole purpose of doing his YouTube is to get it out there that the difference between them, and what it's like to have her around, so that way not everybody will be so judgmental or so rude towards the autistic people. And I back up all those channels. I'm one of those. I'll share that link every time I can. I'll even eventually, once I get the community part up, I'll put some of theirs up in my community.
Right. And exactly, fun loving. Just talking to them like they're human. I mean, there are different comprehension levels when you are talking to someone with a mental disability, but at the same time, you're not talking down to them like they don't understand what you're saying, because some they do understand. They just don't know how to vocalize their translation or what they're feeling.
You got to be able to talk to their level.
Exactly, and that doesn't mean talking down to them. That just means if you have to talk slower, or you have to have more patience, meaning don't get angry when they don't understand, or just I for me, I don't know anything about like firsthand dealing with someone like that, but like just my brother-in-law, just talking to him, I talk to him like he's a friend. I mean, I don't talk to him any kind of other kind of way, but sometimes I do have to uh, get him to understand like what I'm referring to, or uh, or even like I would send him a message and he understands that.
Yeah, my mother can tell y'all. She'll tell me, you don't want Miss to get a hold of you, and he doesn't. My brother does not like me getting a hold of him. And it's just because of sometimes he knows when I get mad, and that's it. I've had enough. Michael, you need to stop doing this. Michael, you need to stop doing that. I got to a point where, and it sounds mean, but I've told him, I said, I don't argue with stupidity, because he'll sit there and argue and argue and argue with you.
Yep,
And
exactly. DNS couple. It's voice tone, because if you are speaking very loudly, sometimes someone with autism is going to be very frightened, think that you're mad at them, or it's just how you're approaching them.
yeah, there's a guy, I think he's in Australia. I don't know that he's got Asperger's and something else. He's autistic. I can't think of his name right off the bat, but he talks about, what it's like to be an autistic person. So he puts out the information out there too,
Yeah,
where
definitely.
a lot of people can understand. I don't even know if I can find it on my tablet. If I find it on my tablet, I'll put it in there.
Okay, definitely, yeah. And see, like this, us changing topics. This also kind of just still reflects on police and why we are making this movement to talk to police officers and get them to understand why we're doing this and it's not just about flipping them off. It's not just about um, cussing at them, but when they're violating our rights and flashing their flashlights or asking us stupid questions like you should just do your investigation. We'll be over here filming, just keeping you accountable. If you're a good officer, you have nothing to worry about. You just continue doing your job. It'll reflect in the video that you're treating these people like human beings.
They've got to. They've got to know how they treat each other. Let's see.
Are you trying to look for that channel?
Yeah, on top of that, but also I just came across another one that she's really good. She's autistic too. Rebounding autism. You know, a lot of people will make fun of her because of who she is, but really they shouldn't be. And honestly, with her, you could tell that she's autistic, but her perspective, and she's had some bad experiences, and she'll talk about them. So a lot of
Yeah.
people need, to be educated about a lot of stuff. So there's another group. It's a guy. He used to be a teacher for ESE or as they call the Now what is the other word? I'm thinking of another word. I can't think of the name of it now, but it's a type of educational as a teacher that does just for like all disabilities. Well, he started YouTube so that the ones that he's had or he's run into people with disability, they don't get looked at differently. And there should be more
Exactly.
out there like that. And just like we need to watch the officers, we also need to watch the disability and get people out there. So there's more understanding out there in the world.
Yeah, and I think this is another good tip of why we're cop watching, not just auditing. I know we're auditing private businesses, and sometimes that also kind of still reflects on cop watching because when the police come out, they get educated, they understand what's going on, and I think that's good. To touch up on, hey Al, welcome in. It's just yeah, just to touch on that. God, I lost my train of thought.
We
Um,
always do.
anyways, it's just touching up on cop watching and making sure that we educate them and focusing in certain cities that need it more. And sad to say, it's often in the cities that are lower income because that's where police are encountering more people to basically violate the rights.
Sorry, I had to tell the dog to hush again. She is.
No worries.
You ain't seen it yet, but the little Chihuahua. I don't know if you've been on ISIS that he got to see the little Chihuahua that sits up there on his shoulder. She got on live a
Um,
couple of times, and that's her whining now. She's always want to be on live now, so I kind of have to blame somebody. So I guess I can blame Mice for that one.
what's this about DNS just getting hacked? I don't know what that's about.
I
I
don't know
think if
either.
if you're creating a YouTube channel, I think that's really a good idea to turn on two-factor authentication. I have it on my channel, um, so it notifies either one of my phones. I have an iPhone, and then I also have an Android phone that I mostly audit on. Um, it's good to have that on. You create two-factor authentication passwords, or you can even have a mobile app to where it pops up and says, "Hey, is this you?" It shows the IP address and the general geolocation of where that's going on.
Yeah, I get emails when stuff comes on. Like if somebody comes on to mine, I get an email about it. So that's where I keep it normally. But I'm sure it's going to happen, and that I'm going to have to change passwords eventually. But as of right now, knock on wood, I hadn't had that problem. but it will happen.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you even been hacked before or no?
I haven't, because I have a really strong password. That's the other thing I have. I have this utility called LastPass. Lets me create really strong passwords, like more than 12 characters, alphanumeric with symbols. I don't remember none of my passwords because they're all way too difficult for me to remember. And then, like I said, so I have a two-factor authentication app on my phone, in addition to backup code. So if I get locked out of my account for whatever reason, I have a way to get back in.
Yeah, I try to keep an eye on mine so that way it don't happen. And it also helps that you don't express the words out, out there. You don't, you don't put your screen name the same as your password. And that's what a lot of people
Exactly.
do. So I try to create, the last time I switched to password has been a little while, but that's only because I can't remember them and I don't want to lock myself out by accident.
Yeah, I would recommend you getting LastPass. It's free, and you can even have a little Chrome extension. You type in one password that you can remember. That's I would say not like it doesn't have to be super strong, but decently enough that you can remember. And then that gives you access to all your passwords. And then having the Google Authenticator, which is good. It does push notification. So when you try signing in, it'll say, "Hey, is this you?" It'll say what location it is, and then you can either hit yes or no. When you hit no, it'll like nobody signed in. I have a couple gaming accounts, not on YouTube, but there's like EA and for like Fortnite and stuff like that. I've gotten a couple of hacked logins, emails, and then usually what I have to do is like go in, change the password, and those are some of the passwords that I've had for a long time. So then I go and change it, and then I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, that's what I do. Sorry about the puppy in the background.
No
They're
worries.
they're with mama, so they're playing around. They'll be 8 weeks or 7 weeks, 6 weeks. I don't know. They're one of them weeks. They just hit 5 weeks last week, I think. So yeah, they should be 6 weeks Monday.
No, Al. Actually, Bud is out smoking. He stepped outside for a second.
Yeah, he'll be back in a little bit. Depends if he locked himself out again.
Oh God.
Now, when ice comes back on, we do have a saying going that we wanted just to mess with him, give him a little welcome back. And it was let's see, Mom wrote it down for me.
When Ice comes back or Bud Grower?
Ice.
Oh, okay. Is he gonna hop in stream?
No. He's had
Oh,
a
you
situation.
mean when he comes back from whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about earlier. Okay.
Yeah, when he comes back home, or well, comes back onto his, doing his thing, where we get to have our laugh again. But it was
Yeah.
68, you owe me one. So if you see him when he comes back live, that is what we're going to be saying to him, just to mess with him.
What is it?
68, you owe me one. And I have to give Fun Loving Couple the credit for that one because they're the one that actually came up with it. I kind of aimed it as, I said, well, with him, he has 69 in his email.
Oh, okay.
So we're messing with him on that, just to kind of, just like we were doing with Mike Mallory with the Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
We're kind of doing that back to Ice, so kind of giving him back a taste of his medicine.
There you go. Hey, be right back. Restroom calls. Give me 1 second.
Not a problem. Now, Miss Darkside, how do you feel about him going out and doing his audits? Talk about your husband. But yeah, the reason I even have y'all out is so that I have people in here to talk. I want all of the auditors that are really good to be out there. Get their names out there so they can be seen. Bart, DNS was hacked is what I was told. I need to move my tablet where I can see it better so that I will stop having the distraction of looking the other way and not looking at it. Yeah, I don't blame you for not feeling, too nervous with them being out there with somebody with them. It's when they're alone. Even with some auditors that are always been really good and never really had problems, I still feel nervous about them going out. And so that's why I have a backup. I always try to back them up.
I'm back.
Welcome back, bud.
Oh yeah.
It's like somebody needs some sleep.
No, I just smoked. I didn't get locked out though this time.
Oh, you always getting locked out. We're used to that.
Well, that's because the guy that put the doorknob on, you ever meet these guys that they can do everything? They know how to fix everything, but they never know how to do anything.
That sounds like my father.
They know how to do it, just not right.
Exactly. He put the door thing on backwards, man. I've just been too lazy to switch it. So every time I walk out, I forget to make sure it's unlocked. It locks me out. Just pull the door, dude. I figure screw it. Worst
But
comes
Al said hi to you.
Al's in here? Al, how you doing, brother? I missed you coming in, dude. I'm so ripped right
You
now.
should hop on panel, Al.
Yes, come on up, Al.
It'd be
He's
good
more
to
than
see you.
welcome.
He never shows his face, but it's like his
That's
late
fine.
night. It's cool too because it's like his late night talks. I always notice that when he gets wherever he's going, it's like dark as shit. You can't see anything. You just feel really quiet voice coming from the background. Because it gets quieter and quieter as the night goes on, and you can't hear a damn thing. You're like, I got my volume all the way up. Problem with me is it's connected to this bass, dude. It's a cheap one. I couldn't afford it. So I have no control over the actual bass. So the more I turn it up, the more it just pounds. I don't actually hear anything but and I'll be like talking real slow.
Is this through your computer? You may be able to do like a equalizer through like Realtek or whatever your sound card is, and be able to turn the bass down.
Yeah, because it's a laptop. My gaming computer is in storage, and of course, I don't know what happened to that. It's been there too long. It's 100 miles away, so time to get a new one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all need new things.
Is Al coming up?
He has a said yes.
Oh, cool.
No, I'm just teasing Mrs. Darkside. I gotta tease her a little bit.
It's okay. She understands. Yeah,
We have
you
to
know,
mess with it.
right? She doesn't mind being in the chat. She's just like vocalizing or being on video. She's an introvert.
I don't blame her. My mother's kind of the same way. Like, she'll be fine in the chats. I've already tried to get her up here earlier. Now, if I'm on a live going out, then she will not mind being live there. Like, when we're out in the public, she's fine. Home, she's more quiet. Yeah, I just spilled your beans, Ma. Oh well, get used to it. We're always everywhere. A lot of people say we're two peas in a pod because we got the same personality, basically. So, and a lot of people, they'll hear her talk and they'll hear me and they go, "Who am I talking to on the phone?" It's because we sound so similar, and that's why a lot of people, when they call and they ask for her, like my uncles and aunts, when my dad was alive, they would always, and I answered the phone, they would always ask, "Am I talking to the daughter or am I talking to the mother?" Of course, we'd always mess with them.
Because you can never tell which one's which.
Yeah.
It's funny. All this time, I'm probably talking to the mom and not Misty herself.
Nah, it's me all the time. She won't come on. It's like she says, I don't care. Yeah, she don't care. I always mess with her, and she messes with me. It was like tonight. She said Lynn, which is my middle name, to get a hold of me. Well, she weren't really getting a hold of me. I was like, "Hey, Ma," I automatically, kind of raise my voice with her, or joking. So she does that all the time. Y'all see it when I go more lives and do stuff like that when we go out and about. I think it was fun loving couple had asked about spirits, going out ghost hunting and stuff. I was like, yeah, I might do something like that, but I watched a group that does cemeteries. They go to abandoned cemeteries, and we've got a few around here that not so abandoned, but I don't mind going walking and filming it.
Right.
So I do that for them.
Yeah, I did. I think. I'll have to go back and look.
Which one?
I try to catch all you guys' shows, but like I said, one of your stories. By the time I realized it was on, you were 25 minutes into it. You were already wrapping up. That fucking pissed me off.
That's why I'm paying for that. I'm actually paying for that bot that is automatically posting when someone goes live. If you check out that Discord, then it'll automatically just let you know. You can set up a little alert.
And you can also put your link up there if you want, up on the chats, and then for that, and then they can check it out for you. Yeah, that's why. When I put y'all as mods, it's only for y'all to be able to put y'all's links in, and if there's somebody that's trolling y'all can kick them out, because I'm letting y'all know who trolls y'all. Y'all know who y'all don't want. That's
I'm sorry. No, Al, I didn't see that one, so I will check it out.
Yeah, I'll check out that one too, Al.
Al wouldn't take the free shower. I mean, it was a free shower. The hydrant was blowing the water out. I mean, get yourself.
Oh shit! I need a car wash.
Or yeah, free car wash and all.
I got a ticket because I pulled my car under. One of them was broke, really, to clean the car off. Because I was pulling back, the cop pulled me aside and gave me a ticket. I still don't think. It was like a $35 ticket for, I can't remember what he put it under. But I kept telling him, how is it against the law for me to run my car under that water? Another reason I love you A1 auditors and fuck cops. Constantly giving me tickets, dude, for stupid fucking shit. My friend got a ticket for jaywalking. Do you know anybody that's ever got a ticket for jaywalking? For God's sakes. I'm all like, you really? How the fuck do you do that?
I stepped out into the street because I don't know what I was doing. I stepped out into the street and I didn't even cross the street, and they gave me a ticket for jaywalking.
And it's not just you. SGV or West Coast got it, I think, too.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
And that's why when I audit, I don't care if it's a half block. Like when I went and audited with Al, I was like, no, I'm taking the crosswalk because I don't want to give them the fuel to ID me or find out who I am.
Al, you know why they did that. You know why they arrested you for that.
Wow, you were arrested for jaywalking?
Damn.
I didn't even know that you could even do that.
Really?
It wasn't the jaywalking, though. It wasn't the jaywalking. They put it as the jaywalking, but it weren't the jaywalking.
Was it Ortiz, Al? Was it that fun-loving, pole-banging mother, whatever he was? Was it him that gave you the jaywalking arrest?
Oh, nope. Stealing free water.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother's she's a mess. Yeah, we were teasing Al about that free water. It was on me, really. It was on mine, I think. No, not Ortiz.
Yeah.
Sorry, and if it was Ortiz, he could have gotten a false arrest.
Or harassment or something like that.
Yeah, that would have made sense. I
That's
really.
why I like Curry. That's why I like Curry, because if she getting harassed by the officers, she always tries to, go after them for it. And
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
make it
because
straighten
then
out.
if at that point you submit that claim or that complaint, then sometimes that's just enough to get them to back off.
Yeah, Al, you can put your link to that video in so everybody can see that if you've got a video of it up, because not
Right.
everybody knows it, evidently.
Well, if he can't, I can.
Yeah, that's why I say y'all got something that's interesting, or even from y'all's night. That was, something that, if I'm on the panel, y'all see me on, post y'all's videos on there for when y'all have had a rough night. It gets y'all out there and it gets a lot more seen. That's the whole point of it. Yeah, I know J50 did it, but his shows become a little bit more boring. No offense, I like him, but I think if he did more calls, then he would be a little bit better. Like Ice and Dark Side and West Coast, y'all all go to calls and y'all directly go to a call. He'll go to certain calls, only certain ones, and start picking out a little bit more, then maybe more people will come in.
Yep.
Miss Darkside, was that the video for the his video last
Or
night?
the fire hydrant last night.
Yeah. Like I said, I got his site up, so I don't
Yeah,
need the
that fire
replays.
hydrant was kind of funny. Al, you gonna have to keep that card on you better. Losing it and then have to come back to that drive-through is a little bit of fun, ain't it? Now, Darkside, you've done some DUI checkpoints, haven't you? I think you have.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I was watching yours instead of Johnny 50. He was doing one on the same night you had done, and I'm like, I'm gonna go into the other one. I'm going to the one that's
Yeah.
paying me a little bit better.
And I did the one in North Hills with West Coast, and then I went to the Cerritos one. I actually went there by myself.
Yeah, I think it's the Dorito one I seen.
Yeah, that was like last week.
Yeah.
And then Downey showed up, and then shortly after, LA Confidential showed up.
Yeah, when all the fun guys show up, that's where you have fun. Johnny goes by himself a lot of times. He has Belle with him, but Belle doesn't always go out. It's usually Johnny that walks. And that's what happens all the time.
Yeah. We tried auditing last night, or cop watching last night in the San Fernando Valley, but we had too many issues just trying to find where the police were, and they say their calls really quickly, and they don't often give out addresses. They'll just say the street name, and sometimes that's not enough to figure out where they are, because LAPD covers huge area of San Fernando Valley, and one street could run through the entire San Fernando Valley.
Well, if you have one auditor that's in that town, that stays in that town pretty much, what could help you a little bit more on that. They could tell you where this street is and that street is, and
yep.
That's why I told Ice if he comes here and he wanted to do the police watch, I would be right there with him, and I said I'll do all the driving as far as that goes. So because I know the roads, and if I don't know the roads, I know who to get a hold of. There's some roads I know that Mom don't know, and it's vice versa on that.
Yeah, and that's why I often, like, when I audit with West Coast, he knows certain areas a lot more. He knows the LA area more than I do. I know the area where I live, so it's a lot more familiar.
Yeah, I just seen the chat, but thank you. Yeah, I try to keep it, as good as I can.
Yeah, that's all good. So
Yeah, as long as the way I always say, don't bash each other. So I'm gonna touch the subject real quick.
which
If you are attacking other moderators and other people in the chat, and you're a mod, the mod comes off for a little while until the other one clears it up. You won't get it back, and you
but
may never get it back.
well, it was cleared up, and that was more me. I did text the person involved. They said no, they were fine.
That's
You
why
should,
you always got to make sure, and you all know who is what and where. I know some of y'all, and I know, well, most of them I know. And it's like I tell them, I always keep people, in line. I don't put up with it. I won't put up with it. And if I see somebody messing with one, I normally defend the other person that they're messing with because I'll get both sides, but usually I've done caught it.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I said,
exactly.
That's why it's like you say on your channel, no political stuff. If I see it, I'm gonna take it off.
You know what? And then I had I'm pretty sure he was a troll because he commented on my video after I removed his message. I didn't mute him. I didn't time him out. I just removed the messages, and he commented on the video after the live ended, saying that he was a big contributor to my channel, and that was not the fact because I've only received maybe 2 or 3 donations, and they're very small donations. Um, you know, so I think he was just trying to get under my skin, and at that point, I'm just like, okay, goodbye, and I just banned him at that point because I'm not gonna stand up for that. I mean, like, I just deleted your comments. I didn't, remove you, and you're gonna make such a stink out of me, removing your comments.
That's the way I am. I don't put up with it. I'll remove the comments, and if they continue, then they get banned. It's just how it is. And there was one, and I'm not gonna say any names, that was on Ice's channel one time. It was attacking another mod or another person in the comments. Well, they said, well, they're gonna email Ice. So what I end up doing is I let Ice know before they could, so that he don't get blindsided. I don't want, with him, I'm not gonna let
Yeah.
you get blindsided. It's just how I am. I don't want nobody getting blindsided. I will, if I see it in the chat, I will directly link you or like say something to you so that you see it. And if you don't see it, I'm sure your wife will see it and she'll get your attention to it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's how I am. I try to be protective over one of them. Yeah, you
I
may
agree.
see me a little more protective over Ice, but we've gotten kind of close in our conversations and how he's got my back, I've got his back. So, I don't put up with a lot when they mess with him.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't-
I would definitely agree with you.
yeah, and I like this. It's like it is teamwork. Um, like I said, if one attacks another one, yeah, we got to check. But like I said, I recommended Morphus. I still think he should have a wrench. But like I like your style, Missy. Just check with the other party involved. I'm not gonna bring up the name. And then when you're
Yeah.
satisfied, go from there. Because I only bring things up to your attention for you to review.
Well, not only that, but also, if you noted last night, I put up votes for who gets a wrench because, some of y'all others know more than what I know of who's good because I don't always see everybody on every other channel. So, and yeah, I may not always give them the wrench right then. I like to see them first, how they act in my channel. If they act like an ass in my channel, sorry, well, they get separated, they get out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree,
It's gotta be
Darkstar.
behavior.
Man, I'm gonna have to
God damn
start
it.
calling my channel Darkstar.
You know what, dude? I swear to God, no, don't. I will just smoke less weed before I get on the panel. Goddamn, I'm always just too high.
Yeah,
man, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
It really is. I will change once my health gets better and I'm not stuck waiting for a nurse every day. Until then, I'm just gonna keep smoking until I get. You know.
Hello, nurse.
I know
But
my
I was
nurse.
messing with you.
My nurse is really cool. As a matter of fact, I now help her husband set up their grower. They're gonna be growing wheat.
Nice.
Man, I couldn't
yeah.
end the insurance company, because I'm still waiting for to get up with Medi-Cal because they went into that virus stuff, so they lost my app. She went out and bought me the pumps I need for my legs to get the blood out. So I got cool nurses, dude. Man.
Right.
And like I
Okay,
said,
but
Like fun-loving couple and Misty
yeah,
and Mrs. Darkside, what they're saying, yeah, either call me Dark or DSA or Darkside Audits,
dark. I'll lose the S
As
until I
long as
get.
you don't call me Darth Vader Audits, which SGV called me.
Really?
yeah, I've seen that a couple of times.
Really? I would have thought of that. That's a good one though, Darth Vader. I
Yeah,
like that.
it was right when I switched my channel name, and I think he didn't know exactly what my channel name was. Like,
Come
you
on. I
Well,
like
the next
that
time
though.
you,
Trey
the next,
Darth Vader. I like that. I would go. Of course, I
the
see
next
your
time,
point. Go ahead.
the next time you're with SGV, you need to tell him, look, I'm your father, like that. But just do the older
know.
one, just to mess with him. You gotta tease him.
Right, exactly.
No, he's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah,
I
I
actually
do
got
too.
through to him from Furry. When
You
when I
what?
seen him backing up Furry, that's when I started, watching SGV and West Coast.
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
through Ice, but I've seen him throughout the whole time. See, I've been with Ice as far as his channel since he started, pretty much. Probably
That's
within a
great.
few months after he started. So I've already seen some of the other auditors and who he's been with and who he hasn't been with.
Did he?
Yeah.
Does Ice have his original videos up? I mean, you guys, I'd love to go back and look at some of those videos.
I think he still does. I'm not 100% sure. I can tell you in just a minute, maybe. Because when I actually put into his, in the search bar up there on YouTube, all I have to do
Yeah.
is put I on there and it goes right to him.
Oh, okay.
So it's easier that way for me.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it. So.
Yeah, but I think he still has them.
Let's see.
Gotta get my links going again.
I only found about Ice Cold Audit from West Coast because the first auditor I heard of was back when I first started watching. It was California Guardian, and then I heard of like AV Watchman, and then I heard of SGV News First, and then because West Coast would hang out with SGV, that's how I found out about his channel, and then I found out from Ice Cold's channel because of West Coast.
See, I didn't even have to put Ice's name up there. It was already up there. So that's how, I go, well, it's mainly to check in to see if he's done a live. So if somebody has said something or like if they made a comment on a live that's ended,
Yeah.
then I go back and I can check. No, I still tease him about that one he did the pepper spray. I think it was him that did the pepper spray. It might have been somebody else. But basically they were surrounded by too many and this one big old bully, thought he was gonna get in his face. So I actually enjoyed seeing, that's where I say a lot of auditors need to have some backup.
Yep.
Even if you're by yourself, have some the mace or the pepper spray. Now, what I've been told, you got to have the gel. So.
Oh yeah.
Ice.
Who is it? Was it Al that doesn't have?
I don't
Al,
think Al has pepper spray.
What is the law now, Dart? Is it because I have military grade gel
2.5 ounces.
Oh all right.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's a here, hold on. Let me find my pen. Yeah.
Basically, what you can find at a store, basically.
Here, I got mine. I have to run to my room.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Oh hell no, mine's a lot bigger than that.
You will get arrested unless you have a license for it. It's definitely be careful about carrying it.
Oh shit.
If you have to use it, you know.
Yeah, ICE's oldest one is a year old, is what I find.
Hang on, I want to show it to you.
Okay.
So yeah, the oldest one I find of ICE's is from a year ago. But it only has 39 views. So I'll put that link up. And that's his very first one that I could find.
Oh, his oldest video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe he has them archived elsewhere, or maybe he switched them to private, or...
Yeah, and then he might have, and that might be the wisest decision. It's like Furry's got her own website. That's what I like about her, is like she'll put hers on the website.
Yep. She had no real choice. This is
yeah, because of trolls.
Is that too big?
And
see it again, sorry.
I don't know if you can see. This is one of them. I got another one, but we got 4 or 5 different companies, and they're all about this size.
Yeah, that looks too large.
Really? Why would they?
Because see the circumference of my can.
Yeah, it's small. Well, I'm gonna try to read how much is on there.
Now, Darkside, why are you keeping the wife up till 2:50 in the morning? You're waking her up that early.
No, because she gets up really early, and we were having our drink night, because Saturday nights are her only nights that we can actually spend time together.
No way for me to tell.
I think because I'm up and I'm in the stream that she's trying to stay up, but she can go back. She can go to sleep. She had a nap earlier. I let her nap for like an hour and a half.
I don't blame you. You gotta let her have some naps every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
She gotta put up with you, so you gotta put up with you going out and not knowing, especially when you're by yourself.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll go out auditing, and she's already asleep, and that's like probably the most difficult, just because if something happens to me, and then she won't know unless I call her.
Well, there's much respect to her. I respect her for being worried, and that's where you got a good wife, is when they're worried about you, you got a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's like a cop job, same thing. Family, really hard on the family when you all go out, especially put your lives in danger and shit.
Right.
So yeah, me and Mom probably only film the ones of us just driving around. We probably, if I see any more cops, I probably just stay in the car, unless I have somebody here that's, I would just say, a gentleman that knows more, as I call it, newbie. I'm kind of a newbie.
Evening. Have a good evening, Miss Darkstar. Star? See, I called him Star. I watched his face. He didn't move. Is there a delay? I was going to say side, but I figured if I say Star, he would respond to it, but he didn't. And I'm looking at the chat, and she didn't say anything.
I love her laugh.
Bad joke. Bad joke. Look at too early.
Oh my god. No, she's not going to sleep. I even told her, you want to go to bed? And she's like, no.
No, she's having too much fun watching you get picked on.
No, the more I smoke, which I'm going to do, the show I want to do is called Bud Grower and Beer Man. And trust me, we're going to... I actually fell on that because I've done stand-up, and I'm very good at making fun of myself and the fool I'm with. If you're sitting next to me like Beer Man, he drinks a lot. He drinks a lot. I smoke a lot, and literally it's just hilarious. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's like having fun.
I gotta kick up laughing at Ice, because when he gets up and he gets on his highs, sometimes he can be a mess. I don't
That's
know if
good.
y'all seen him, but he can. One of his
So,
driving scenes were funny.
Tark, you found was West Coast was your first? Mine was SGV, and from SGV I went to Furry, and from Furry I ended up in Ice. And that he was one of the first. And then I ran into Dark. See, because I've not been on there that long. Maybe a couple months, a little over a couple months. I would watch all you guys' videos after they'd already been done. Then when they put me in the hospital, I started getting on the chats. And then once you're in the chats, it's too exciting not to stay because this. I have half of my laughs watching the auditors make fun of the people that don't like them filming. It is amazing how these people go out of their way to get into your camera view and then start filming you while yelling about them being filmed.
Don't film me. You don't have my permission to film
Right
me.
while
As
they're
you approach
holding a
the camera.
camera. Yeah, exactly. It's retarded, and like they want to get mad at Furry over that whole clinic thing. The woman brought her dog in to put it down, right? Whatever. Furry didn't approach her. That woman, and okay, fair enough, she's upset. She turned around and came at Furry. I'm like, so what is your problem again? I'm missing this because I was out of focus when you were way over there, but now that you're coming so close, well, hell, I can see your fucking pimples. What part of matter are you? I'm not like it's a mental thing, I need to understand this. And they go nuts like the one that SGV lost. He lost that whole. Did you see the tape where he went to the gym and the girl came out and started giving him all that shit?
Oh yeah, and then he spiced that one dude.
Right. Now, Masshole called up that place and told them who SGV was, and SGV had to blur some of the video. I'm like, whatever. Oh yeah, they went it. He just, he said about that. He's like, screw it. Then he just tried that.
What'd they say? I watched the entire video. I didn't know that they came out and said who he was.
No, Masshole called them after or during the event so that they could have his name. So after he filmed it, they went on and put complaints in with YouTube.
Oh,
saying,
privacy complaints.
Right, and which is bullshit. And by the way, just so you guys know, it is really against the law for Masshole to do that. Because that is interfering with your livelihood, whether they like it or not. It's like the
whether
cops
we're getting paid or not. It doesn't matter whether
Does
we're
not
getting
matter.
paid or it's our First Amendment right.
Right, but it is. You have a legal right to make money. What they're doing is similar to like if I decided to go to your work and cause so much problems that your boss let you go, and I do that to everywhere you. It's against the law to do that. And Masshole tries to bypass it because this, and I keep saying his name. I don't want him coming after me, but I trolled the living shit out of Masshole's Discord page for over a week, 24/7 watching the replies till I could finally see when Kate came on and talked to this guy Stalker. They play the game. They come on and they'll do this. Oh, they'll type it up. And then they'll go back and delete what they typed. Unfortunately,
yeah, I see that happen a lot. I'll get comments on my videos. I'll go to them and then they're deleted. I'm like, then why even bother commenting?
Well, that way you get your what do you call it when virtual signals? You get your pat on the back. Yeah, and they can snapshot that and show it in their chat. The same way I snapshot to show they did it. That's how I learned out about a lot of these so-called people. You'd be surprised at some of the shit some of these people say. I cannot go to sleep because of my pain, so I'll sit there. And the minute anybody says anything bad about it,
scroll through the comments.
I go through every single. I've got 300 subscriptions, man. I'm all over the place. And whenever I hear someone talk shit about any of my little family, well, hell, is that you hear me? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well,
yeah.
So that little shit where Stalker came up and said this. This is what he said. Well, Kate, maybe you should stay as far away from this as possible. Because you think what I did to NNE was bad? Wait till you see what I'm going to do next. See, this is what I'm talking about. Who the hell are you? Are you an auditor? Do you go out and audit? And what the fuck are you interfering with auditors for? I mean, we are adults. I think we can handle our own shit. So how about you fuck off? Anyway, he
She
apparently
wants to
is
be
at,
held on your shoulder now, huh?
yeah, he really wants to be a hero, and that bullshit is just too
I
much, my friend. It's your living. I'm old school, dude. If you don't like me, if you don't like her, if you don't like Dark Side, reach the fuck over and switch the fucking channel. I know that's a hard concept for your butthurt fucking feelings and all, but get the fuck on moving. I don't give a shit for that. You just cry yourself a river, bitch. Move the fuck on. I don't understand why you get the right to put a complaint in. What complaint? Shithead is Pete tomming me and you're gonna fucking listen to him? What the fuck is he doing watching my video if you don't like it? Man, look, you pervert. Get the fuck out of here. Go play somewhere else. And really, seriously, I thought that 12-year-olds weren't allowed on fucking YouTube. But hey, a lot of things I'm learning.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's like I don't get. Well, I even look at really successful other YouTube channels, not even related to auditing, and I see trolls on their channels too, and they're very successful YouTubers, or they're making probably tens of thousands of dollars a month on these kinds of videos, but they're still getting hate and dislikes, and so it doesn't matter what content you're pushing. There's always going to be trolls.
yeah.
yeah, it is. It's always going to be. I don't know if it's because that's where they get their fame, so to speak. But like with your room, Misty, I really was so happy. I really was. I'm not kidding. When we looked down and saw 30 likes, no dislikes, your first video, everything was going great, and then they come in and attack me. Which, wow. Because wow, really? Who the fuck am I did really, what did you, why me? What was it that, and I really don't care. I mean, if you want to get roll run down stupid, I'll just get there with you. Words don't bother me. Coming to my house, that may bother me, but I live with Second Amendment on people who are batshit crazy and are just itching to shoot you.
Yeah,
So
but
come and visit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't care what they say about me. As a matter of fact, some of that shit was funny yesterday, and you know it.
but
What is it?
I'm gonna acknowledge Darkside's little comment. Yes, it does remind me of Ice's dog. That one was. She's just as bad as that and spoiled.
No,
But
yeah,
I got her from a homie of mine that he got to the point where he's working so much and couldn't keep her around. Said, "Oh, watch out for feed or stealing the food." Yeah, I watched her.
Yeah, because Puggy, when Ice brings Puggy out, and if he's not paying attention to her, she'll start whining and like, pick me up, pick me
You've
up.
heard her all night. You've heard her all night. That's what she does in that pen, and it's only because she's been on Alive.
no,
Yep.
that's cute.
She's right there. She's listening. She's got her little spot on the pillow, and she gets right there in her same spot. It was Ice that talked to me about a stroller, and showed me about it. And I was like, all right, that might be neat. I thought about getting one, and then somebody gave my brother one, so we stole it from him. So, and we've used other dogs with it, Budgrow can tell you, I was in Walmart's with 2 Chihuahuas, 2 males. No, actually, no, it was the female and a male Chihuahuas that are my mom's. We take them everywhere, and that stroller's been definitely a big help.
Yeah, look at that. No, see,
Yeah, they get spoiled. She's spoiled. I can get her quiet for a little while she's out, but I don't want her to keep doing this while it's live, because all she's going to keep doing is barking and barking and barking and getting used to it. And especially when she's got pups in there, I don't want her, to be away from the pups too long. Till she starts weaning them, actually, but that'll be a little bit longer.
Right.
Yeah. I'm almost too.
Well, SoCal's live. If you can drop in to his live, give him a like, and drop in and leave him a comment.
Thank you, Dark. I have not a single in notice from him. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't get notified, so I think it's YouTube's algorithm that's limiting this nowadays.
Yeah, mine let me know. My phone pops them up every so often. But I
Yeah.
don't. I've got the tablet going.
Yeah, I wish he would have told us, but there he is.
Well, you
He
never know
did
when he's
say he
gonna
was
have a
going out
call.
earlier.
In Darkside, you could
'Cause-
probably verify this. You don't always know when you're gonna get a call to go out.
no,
No, and sometimes it's a very spontaneous event. I mean, it kind of depends on what another auditor's up to, if they're available. If of course, all auditors have preference, so it depends on who they want to go out with that night, and it depends on what city. I may be in Inglewood one night, and I might be in my area by SGV another night, and then I might be out in Van Nuys in the San Fernando Valley. So it all varies.
It definitely does. It depends on who's on, and with mine, it depends on who I like the most for when they come on.
Yeah.
So, like, if I've watched, like, with Ice, I've watched his more than I do some of the others. His will come up first.
Yeah.
So, it's all on based on that.
I wonder who is Al SoCal with?
oh shit, I don't know.
He
I
might
don't know.
have his friend with him. Last night he had his friend.
Oh, okay.
Oh
So
God,
we were
Misty,
messing
you
with
could
him.
literally mirror Al's show just to see if you could do it, and we would get Al attention as well, and your show.
Because I'm on the phone, it will probably won't let me do it.
Oh, I keep forgetting you guys. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you guys. I'm very impressed when I see you guys using regular phones. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Here, let me see. I want to see if I have the cable. 1 second.
Damn,
I have a little
Bart,
adapter.
it's hard to talk to you, Bart, because you're not using your real name. Shit. So I gotta keep my mouth shut because it's so big. Oh, I know. I'm sorry, DNS couple. Oh, I thought you meant me using the F word. I'm sorry. But like I said, the more I smoke, the more you know how it
Yeah,
is.
when you're getting worked up earlier, I was like, oh man, he's that really got him going.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I know.
I
I'm
normally,
sorry.
I normally don't
No,
say
you're fine,
anything
man.
because some people do use it, But then again, you have to be careful of others too. So some people may not like it, and some may don't, or may do like it. It is what it
Exactly.
is.
Well, I will try. I'm not. This is like I said, it's the first time I've ever been on panel. You're the fifth time I've been on panel. I'm on Jackie's panels too, but
Hey,
I'm
no
loud.
problem, Bud Grower. You're
You,
fine in my books, man.
you can ask my roommates. Trust me. Well, I mean, ask my neighbors. That's better because they're further away. They hear me. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna share dark. Hold on. Give me a second. I will be right back.
No worries.
No worries. I'll probably be cutting it short anyways pretty soon.
I couldn't find my adapter. Whatever. I was gonna mirror his video in the live stream here, but
Yeah, I know I can directly put like if you have your live on, like where you're on me, I can cut out all the other ones that are on the panel and it'd be just yours. I can do that. But as far as, I'm not tech savvy and it won't let me do a lot of the other stuff, so
right.
I'm just doing the basic plan. I'm not going no professional. There's no need for it. I'm just a basic one. Yeah, even Al's already got like one thumbs down
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
already.
fine.
No, he has some complete and utter jackass from what he told me is stalking him like they're doing me.
They're
But he
going
has
to.
Yeah, they just hop from channel to channel. That's all they do. just hop from channel to channel and just like.
That's okay, because people like S Graham and, you know, Jen Wu and them, they're in that room. I mean, you guys are starting, this is what I'm saying. If we come together and work with each other, we have some very good people, and we actually don't, I mean, I've watched how these mods work, and these big channels who have like, which is insane because you really need to pay for the chat in order to have that many people in there at one time. Anything after 5,000 will not work for your this. Let's say if you had 5,000 supporters, it will not work. You need, and YouTube, of course, is going to do you like a donkey. They want $600 to $1,000 for the program, and then they want a monthly fee for it. It's insane.
What is this for?
It's to allow you to, and you'd know more about this, Dark Side. It's to allow you to handle more people in the chat room when it reaches over 2,000 people, for example. Your feed, they only offer you a slow-mo, which delays it 20 seconds, but if you notice, that ain't doing, I can't read that. Most of your people can't read, like even in furries. It's going too fast. Well, they offer both your mods, and, you know, the room. Well, you're going to spend a lot of money. It allows it to break into another screen for you, so you can watch all those coming up without having a problem. And then you can, of course, you can add it to your chat room to help more people talk, but then you can also add that time. But it's too expensive, Darkside.
I didn't know about. I didn't know that they limit once you have so many people in your chat. I didn't know that.
Well, they don't limit it, but try to read it. I mean, it's. I think it's cheesy of them to do that, but it's all about the money, brother. And so that's all it is. They want more money, and and you go in Furry's chat. Oh my God, that's like if you don't cap lock that bitch and you don't do it like right after somebody else did it, they won't see it. They're looking for their name to come up. Not it's just too much. And people like me were blind and usually high. Can't read the shit. So that's why I was locked out of SGV's room for a while, brother. I didn't even know I was locked out of that thing. You know, he replied.
Yeah, whatever ended up happening with that, he didn't tell me, because I told him a couple times, like, hey, there's a couple of people that are muted or you know, they got their wrench taken away and whatnot. Whatever ended up happening, that why'd you get muted or why'd you get shut out?
He got attacked the same way. I guess sort of like Michael did. They came in, so he de-wrenched everybody, and because you know what I love about this about SGV, I'm like, God, what Furry did is what unfortunately all you guys are going to eventually have to do if this shit doesn't stop. The problem with that is people like me who really, really, really want to support you don't have the money. I barely can right now because of what that nut did to me. I don't have a job and I'm disabled, so no money to do anything. But
right,
you know, I understand. It's sad because with Furry, I was really, really, really kind of bummed. Not because of him. She's great. You know, but what am I going to do? I can't. So I'm going to try to get on a server for $12 a year. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford $50 a month, $20 a month right now. I can't do it. But
yeah, it's too much.
Now this
all right, guys. I'm gonna have to cut it tonight. It's getting late.
No problem.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting tired. I appreciate you being on here, Dark Side. I really do.
Ain't no problem. Thanks for having me.
Anytime I'm on a panel, you're welcome to come on. You know,
thank you.
Let's get your name out there.
Take care, Dark Side. Bye, everyone. Bye, Misty. Bye, Mrs.
See you guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining in the chat and whatnot. We appreciate you guys. That's not like fun for her.
Thank you for getting the name out there, Dark Side, too. You have done that, too. I've heard you. So, a lot of respect for it. Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. You guys have a great night.
Bye.
You too.
Bye-bye.